G'day everyone, Matt Elder, Family Bricks here, and welcome to the live stream number 3. And this one is all about Star Wars. So in this, we can talk about Star Wars to your heart's content, and let's just kick this along. So you can see there's a few people here already. So who we got? We got Atiz is live, or 80s is live. One day I'll get that right the first time. Great to see you here. Raptus is here as well. Great to see you. Alexander68, see you as well, which is brilliant. So let's start bringing in some of our panelists that are here today. So let's see now. Who's looking the most disorganized? Actually, no, I won't do it that way. So first up, we will go with the person who, it doesn't matter where they are or what they're doing. They can build Lego just about anywhere, in particular in a van. And we'll bring in Mr. Solo Brick Builder.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. How are we all doing, everyone? How you doing, Matt? Thanks for having me along.
Going well. How are you going?
Yeah, I'm alive. I'm standing. So, yes, and we're on my favourite subject today. So we can go nuts today. Yay. Love your drawing, by the way, as well.
Thanks for that. No, I really appreciate that. So I just thought it makes the most sense to do a quick little thumbnail. It's one of those sorts of things. It's like, I don't want to spend much time on this, just 5 minutes, half an hour later. So
yeah, I was going to say, if that took you 5 minutes, my God.
We'd be in a good spot with that one.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, man. I'd love to see you take an hour on something then. Jesus. No, that's amazing.
Render it all out with that.
Yeah.
So, excellent. All right, then let's bring somebody else in. Let's go across the pond, as they say. Somebody else who, let's see now. I think their first, amazing to think of it, their first Technic set was a Lamborghini, and I think it might be their last Technic set. Let's bring in Brickhive.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
He'll build another Technic set. He will.
Yeah, I'm sure eventually one day I'll break down and get another one.
Yeah. What's your favorite car?
Jeez. Are you talking about a Technic?
Yeah.
No, just in general, so that when they make it in Technic, we know that you're getting it.
Oh, wow, man. I don't know. They've already made probably the best ones, in my opinion, so far. The Bugatti, a Lambo. What was the last one? Wasn't it a Porsche or Corvette?
Yeah, it was a Porsche.
Porsche?
Yeah,
man.
So, all right, let's drag somebody else in who can talk some more Star Wars. And if it's a day of the week and they haven't put a video up, then that day didn't exist. Let's bring in Bricking It.
Hey guys. So Saturdays don't exist then, because I don't post on a Saturday. It's my one day. It's my day of rest. It's actually my day of. That's the day I do all my videos. I have to have one day to upload.
You gotta have a day to actually make content.
Yeah, exactly. How's it going, guys? Everyone good?
Yeah.
The chat. So people are already asking, are we talking Star Wars tonight? Yeah, it's a Star Wars themed one, isn't it? So it's just going to be Star Wars. Hopefully.
Yeah. It's sort of between the thumbnail and the heading and everything else. So then again, maybe people are just being sarcastic and we're just taking it at face value.
Maybe.
So, all right, let's bring somebody else in. Now, last week we had the 72-hour live stream, and for my section, I did a version of Lego Pictionary. And the thing which I found most amazing is we had it in 4 sections. This person actually won 2 of them. And given how their age, it's amazing. They obviously have deep Lego knowledge, and that would be Brixo Studios.
Hello. How is everyone?
Hey.
Nice. Yeah, I want to. I don't know what is Lego. I know too much, I think. way too much.
Yeah, you obviously did a lot better than most other people. And do you just sit there studying the Lego websites all day long?
You could say kind of yes, but I do look at I do kind of look at a lot of the sets, especially if it's something I like. I stare at it for quite a while until I actually get it myself. Yeah.
And seeing it all there. Yep. Okay. Brilliant. Excellent. Good to have you along.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
No, definitely. Now, next up, this person, if there was a light side and there's a dark side, they're definitely on the dark side. Does amazing Star Wars little mocks and vignettes, and brilliant illustrator as well. And does it always getting distracted?
The joy.
Hello, Solo.
I'll mute her a sec.
Solo.
So yes, if there's a light side and there's a dark side, this person is definitely on the dark side. As I said, fantastic artist, does some brilliant little printings on minifigures. Let's welcome in Stud Sidious.
I had to bring in a little bounty hunter backup.
Mhm.
Oh, it was adorable, by the way.
Thanks, I've got to keep her on mute because she keeps saying hello all the damn time. Yeah. She's supposed to be in bed, everyone. She's got up 5 times.
It's a born streamer. That's what it is.
How old is your daughter, Solo?
Sorry?
How old is your daughter?
She's coming on to 2. She'll be 2 in September. So.
Yay!
Yeah, no, she's an absolute nightmare. Right, can you go away now? Because we can't do stuff.
All right. And this person, and let's bring somebody else in, and more or less, if there's something about Star Wars and they don't know it, it probably doesn't exist. Let's bring in Rogue Runner.
Hi, so I don't know what Star Wars is, so I feel very unprepared for this live.
Yeah, man, your knowledge is terrible on it, man. I don't know what you're even doing here.
I have no idea. So I just found some random Lego sets. I don't even know if they're related to Star Wars or not, and I'm hoping for the best. But thanks for having me on, Matt.
Yeah, no, great to have you along. So, and we'll bring in our last guest, and if it's a spaceship and it has wings and it can be built, they certainly know how to do it. Know all things Star Wars, and probably wish there was a thing called Teal Squadron. Let's bring in Lamborghini Waffle Sauce.
Hello there.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hello, Kenobi.
I just subbed your channel.
No, I didn't even see it. I just got on here.
We've come along then. So, how's it going, Lamborghini?
Oh, it's good. It's been a busy day. Time to kick back, relax, talk space, talk Greebling, talk Teal maybe.
All the things that are Star Wars, yeah. So just see if I click that around. That might be a bit better layout. So, alrighty then. So as people can probably see, we've got this donate to Fairy Bricks happening down the bottom, and you might be wondering what's happening with that or what that's all about. So let's go through and just share this up here. The short version of it was there's in the UK. There's a charity which deals with sick kids and in hospital, and what they do is go through and provide Lego sets to them. And last week you had basically somebody came in and can people see that? I'm just trying to share the screen. Yep, it's come up there. And somebody came in and stole 18,000 of those Lego sets. So you basically got people who are stealing from a charity which supports really sick kids in hospital. So, you know, that's, I'm sure there's many choice words we can use to describe that sort of thing. So the community...
Nerve herder, move milker,
Nerve herder.
Slimo.
Communities come together. Particular Brick Clickery jumped straight onto this, and he set up this GoFundMe page, just trying to raise some funds for these kids, so it can go all the way back straight to them. Part of the thing was just getting some of us in the community who are streaming. Solo basically quickly did a stream last Wednesday, which he wasn't going to do, just to support it. Greg last night on London Bridge Bricks, he was also they're mentioning it, much the same as what we're doing it here. If you go to YouTube, the description down the bottom, you'll see that there's a link there, so you can go across and, you know, just make some donations there, and it'll be good. We know, obviously, it's a tough time for everyone, but certainly for these little kids and everything, that'd be great if we can do that. I know there's been questions raised about why charities, you know, doesn't they have insurance and things like that, and, you know, charities, they're getting a lot of secondhand goods and things, and I don't know the ins and outs specifically, but it is quite difficult for them to get insurance. And let's face it, when you donate, for every pound or dollar you donate, you want as much of that as possible to go towards the actual end recipients. So it's not necessarily something which comes up. So yeah, if people are out there, make a donation down the bottom there. It'd be greatly appreciated. And from there, we'll just move across and we'll start the Star Wars.
Just wait a second. We're talking about Star Wars today?
Guys, I don't feel comfortable talking about Star Wars. Can we talk about Star Peace?
All I can say is I like Brandon's t-shirt. I like that.
I was told this was going to be.
Yeah, it's a cool t-shirt.
I was told this was going to be like the troll set reviews. I don't know.
Bro, I thought this was going to be cricket. You lied to me, man.
I think there's a lot of sarcasm floating around here.
Yeah, that's around.
Also, quickly as well, massive thank you to everyone who's donated so far. Over £371 has now been raised.
Amazing.
It's amazing.
So far, it's really great. Again, massive thank you again to Bricklicker as well for setting up the fundraising page. Really great.
Great
stuff.
idea.
Yeah, definitely.
Been brilliant that way. So one thing I'll put it out to everybody is obviously Star Wars has now been going for a little while, and we certainly have kids which are now growing up, and most of us grew up when we saw it in the release order from 77 onwards. But today with kids, what is the best way to introduce them? Do we start with episode 4? Do we do it through a cartoon?
Oh, it's the sequels, 100%. The sequels.
Yeah, definitely. Like kids probably wouldn't enjoy the originals.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you
younger
see,
kids.
I've got to disagree there because my daughter, she won't watch the sequels, but she will watch the prequels. She's obsessed with episode 1. She loves it. So,
Yeah, because it's got Jar Jar in it.
Yeah, but it's not only that. It's colourful. It's vibrant.
True.
There's a lot going on in it, and like Jar Jar's an A, stupid and idiot. But I put The Force Awakens on. She's not interested. She'll walk off, and like I said, she's only 2, so she doesn't really understand what's going on. But
I think the best way to introduce someone into Star Wars nowadays is to, for example, in a film, show them your favorite Star Wars film, and then they can understand why you like Star Wars so much. And then from there, they can get into it. If they really like it, then they get into the story. But always start, I think, with the one you like most. You can really easily understand why it's such a great thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's
quick.
kind of.
Can I share you my ideal viewing order of Star Wars?
Yeah, sure.
This is completely canon, and nothing else matters. Lego Star Wars Combat Bounty, Lego Star Wars Droid Tales, Lego Star Wars Revenge of the Brick, Lego Star Wars Padawan Menace, Lego Star Wars Empire Strikes Out, Lego Star Wars
Empire Strikes Out, one of the best things ever.
Nothing else matters.
Yeah, nothing else canon.
Spaceballs 1 is the best Star Wars movie ever made. Because there's no Spaceballs 2.
Revenge of the Brick. Now that was a Lego Star Wars special and a half. That was your cinematic masterpiece,
bro. Oh, that is. Bro, if Revenge of the Brick hasn't influenced your art style in one way or the other, then what are you doing, fam?
I remember watching the Oscars the year Revenge of the Brick came out, and not seeing it nominated make me absolutely.
The award. I'm still angry. I'm still angry.
I mean, it was a cinematic masterpiece, a true masterpiece, better than all the originals.
Bro, it innovated visual technology. Lego and Star Wars would not be where it is today without Revenge of the Brick.
UCS Slave 1 behind Chris there again. That has nothing on Anakin Starfighter in Revenge of the Brick. Okay, it's just ridiculous.
That's true.
That's the best one. No, you're right. You're definitely right. I must agree.
You're making Mayfield upset. All this rebel talk over here. Yeah, Mayfield that I mashed up. So these are all Lego parts too that I mashed up to make a little Mayfield. Or Mayfeld, however they pronounce it from Mando.
Well, that's quite cool.
I tell you one thing I am really excited for because I'm going to get the 8080 that's coming out in a couple of weeks' time, and I'm so glad now that angry clone face seems to have actually gone. They're actually using that face.
Nice.
Yes.
But it does make a great Mayfield. I mean, he's always angry.
Yeah.
Get that gun out of my face.
Hey, I wasn't a stormtrooper, wise ass. Amazing.
Get that blaster out of my face, Mando. That was actually just an easy character too, because if you look at it, I think it's from the new Mando the set. I took the his chest is from those dog-like raiders. What are the name of those guys from? Sorry, the camera.
From the ATST set, yeah.
From the new set.
I don't know.
Clatoonians.
And I usually he has a bag draped over the side, but it's just simple, adding the blaster on my camera.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's just something I always post in my stories because like younger fans can easily just make it real quick out of parts.
Yeah. So easy.
Yeah, that's cool though, man.
I mean, it's a simple. The human characters are always pretty easy because the Star Wars style guide, having drawn figures for Lego in their style guide, it's easy to kind of adapt it because there's the Star Wars universe. There's a style guide that they follow. So
yeah, it's very rugged, not too modern. Like, yeah, lots of leather, lots of retro stuff.
Exactly.
Some greebly things in there.
Like even the Grief Cargo figure, I don't have him here in front of me, but if you take Cad Bane's body and then you take a few other parts, I had it, and it makes the perfect Grief Cargo, like perfect. It's better than the one that you've been putting out. And the ironic thing is it's Lego parts. It's just Lego parts mixed up together.
Right.
So have you guys seen the Anti Walker's been reviewed on a couple of channels today?
Yeah, I saw M&R reviewed it.
Solid Brick Studio did one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. So, I mean, it was already spent money. To me, it was already spent money, so I was going to get it. I'm still on the fence about it. I've got my one up there, but
I think that's one of the 3 sets I think I'll probably get from this wave. That the Galaxy's Edge Resistance Transport and the 501st set are probably the only 3 I'm going to get from this new wave.
See, I'm still not interested in that set.
I love it. I think it looks amazing.
The Galaxy Edge set. I'm still going to go buy that. I'm still probably going to get it eventually because I reckon, obviously, from prior conversations we were having Rogue about that, it could be the next Ghost because it's one of those sets that no one's really heard of. No one's really going to be that interested unless you've actually watched the show or you've been to the park. No one's going to care about it. So it is something I'm probably going to keep, but whether I'm going to build and keep, I don't know.
I'm excited for all this talk about the UCS Mos Eisley.
Yeah,
that's going to be sick.
Because I'm really into, and you can see on my Instagram page, like little scenes, and I love like castle builds and I love ships and everything, but it's just like a change up for them to do that. And I mean, there's rumors of the UCS Diagon Alley as well, but those kind of like, kind of modular, but adding it into Star Wars, that's
like I've got the Ewok Village sitting next to me, and I still think that's probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Lego Star Wars set to date.
But it's not really UCS, is it? They called it something else. Master Builder series.
Master Builder series, something they call it.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see what this Mos Eisley is going to be like, man. I saw somebody comment, and I totally agree. I think it might have the potential to have some awesome minifigures.
Yeah. Well, I really my Star Wars fig box real quick.
Oh, sweet.
That's awesome.
I really hope that they don't put like Luke Skywalker in it though. I want them to use actual figures that we don't. I don't want the normal ones.
I think Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Han Solo, and Chewie. They're going to be the given.
I'm not sure because they released a lot of Tatooine Obi-Wans and Luke's already this year.
I think we could see Han Solo in that set. But perhaps not Obi-Wan and Luke. I don't think.
No, I think Obi-Wan and Luke Skywalker that they are going to be a given. I'm just hoping that we're going to get the Cantina Band and a load of random aliens.
I just want the aliens, man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I just want the Ithorian, the tall. some Duros, the Devil Man and the Wolf Man.
Yes.
Well,
Band. I want a Cantina band. They're the coolest.
Oh yeah.
The band is the best.
They already have those though, the Cantina band, which hopefully they'll extend it out into more of like twin players because they have the 3 aliens from the original.
Oh, what about that one alien that's got that dark cloak and the long nose? And he's also in The Mandalorian.
Oh, the Snitch.
I think that's what it is. Yeah,
the Snitch.
I mean, what's interesting is that there's a rumor going around that it might not just be the Cantina; it might be Mos Eisley's spaceport.
Yeah, I think it's got to be. I think it's actually got to be the spaceport because I think the Cantina to try and justify 300 quid on just the Cantina, it's going to be bloody massive, and it's just going to be a lot of empty hallways as well. So I think they have got to add. Mate, that is going to be massive.
It'd be interesting if you built the actual the port where the Millennium Falcon goes in. So if you have a Millennium Falcon, you can put it in.
And you know who will be jumping for joy on that, isn't it, Bricking it? Oh my god! Yeah, if you actually had that.
I could see them including a Skyhopper, the Starfighter, in the same scale as they did with the Slave One in the Cloud City.
That's what I think they'll do. That's what I think they'll do.
That would be, I think, quite.
What if they'll make the Millennium Falcon in that chibi scale?
I don't think it would work. That's the thing. I don't think
wouldn't.
it will.
I think
it would have to be like MIDI scale, like the 2010 one or something.
Yeah.
I personally think, speaking of that scale, I think from the best Slave One ship is from the Cloud City Betrayal set. Even though it's tiny, it's just spot on. It's like spot on.
It's perfect.
Hachiroku 24, I think, did a chibi Millennium Falcon in the same style. He made it work.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I'm gonna have to look that up. What's the builder's name? Sorry.
It's Hachiroku 24.
Okay.
I think you could get away with a mid-scale Millennium Falcon and that.
Yeah.
In that scale, I think you could actually get away with it.
I mean, I think they probably include like that and another vehicle again. Like they had 2 in Cloud City. I think 2 would make sense.
Or that and
land speeders would be nice.
I think we're going to get another Luke Sand speeder.
Nah,
we are definitely.
Yeah, we won't. They brought one out this year. They won't put it in that set. I think they'll do it as like a companion set where they'll be like,
what about the other land speeders?
I can tell you from marketing trends, we will eventually get a UCS Luke's land speeder. Unfortunately, we will. I mean, we will watch. We will watch. Just watch. Maybe 4 years from now, we're gonna get it.
UCS gunship. UCS Luke's land speeder.
Yes. So the guys, the Bricks saying that they'd rather see a UCS Jedi Temple or something.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be cool.
They haven't done any original trilogy. They haven't done anything past the original trilogy though yet, have they? Until that gunship comes out. So
they've done Obi-Wan Starfighter and they've done a Naboo Starfighter as well. They have dabbled in it, but
technically the Naboo Starfighter wasn't really a UCS one. It just had some fancy chrome pieces.
It was very much a fully fledged UCS set.
It was classified as a UCS, but it wasn't. The scale wasn't.
But you could argue that.
It didn't even have a minifigure. It just had black wedges for the canopy.
I think you had as well the AT-OT and Dropship. That was UCS as well. That was the other prequel UCS set.
It wasn't branded UCS though.
I think it was because there's like Lego's made like UCS posters and it's on there.
Speaking of Starfighters,
I don't think it was. It was clearly minifig scale. Like
this may be hard to see, but I took the Anakin's Starfighter, his Jedi Starfighter, and I transformed it into. If you took the transformation with Vader.
Oh wow!
The one that's yellow.
Awesome.
And I put the droid in. I have the hoses, like transistors. I made it like a small UCS ship because this original ship was based off of the large Starfighters in the style guide. But I just thought, like, when I saw it in the store, I was like, what if he did the transformation into Vader and the ship followed? And then this is kind of what popped out. But I love Starfighters, the shaping of it. This thing's so swooshable, too. And people always ask for instructions. I need to make instructions for this.
That's awesome.
Thank you. This is one of my favorite clips.
Yeah, I like that red canopy piece. That looks awesome.
Yeah, I forget where I got this from. Oh, I got it from that ship that it's one of the female Sith. what's her name?
That's from the Freemaker set, right? The
Nare, yeah.
Yeah, the ship.
Oh, the old Eclipse.
That's the one, yeah.
Eclipse Fighter, yeah.
Yeah,
that was a cool one.
Yeah, it's an awesome windscreen to work with. It gives that that red dark side blade kind of vibe.
Yeah, it's a perfect piece.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Joe.
Yep, got Brick Clicker's popped up. Hi, Brick Clicker.
I saw Generic Stud ask me a question earlier on. He's asking how much did I pay for this set sealed. I generally cannot tell you because this is from my archive up at the loft, and so whatever it was worth then is what I pay for it. And it hasn't been sealed. It has been built once before. I did build it. It's just one of the sets that I've dismantled and shoved in the box and shoved it upstairs.
Yeah, so let's drop test this thing. Let me swoosh it.
Go on, Ed.
No, I don't have instructions made yet. I'll
tell you what. If we can get this up to £400 today, we will have the drop test.
I think the fans of my page would be more upset because they're waiting for instructions, and I wouldn't remember how to put it back together.
That's the thing.
In larger pieces, then you can sort of take a whole bunch of photos and go, "This is how it is."
I always think,
wow,
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. I love that thing.
That's brilliant.
I love the way you did the wheels too. That's like
the Frozen shields. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I have one right.
And then you guys know Intert, the guy who made the U-wing, the X-wing, whatever. He let me borrow 2 of these.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's cool.
These are also micro
That
scale,
is so good.
Smaller.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
Yeah, that's really nice.
I love all the different
we collab together. Telos Prime.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen your entire battle mock all set up at Reading Fair. That was.
And those are bricks, right? The blue. It's not. Those aren't decals.
Yeah.
Right? Those are, that's awesome.
Yeah, I love all the different angles of bricks. That looks really great.
Brick built and falling apart very easily.
I got to try and see if I've got the video for it.
Stop breaking my MTTs. Someone built them flimsy.
I tell you, if I find the video for it, I think it's on my laptop here somewhere. If I find the video of it, I'll get Matt to share the screen because I think people have really got to see that. Yeah, there is some real talent there. Absolutely amazing.
My clothes.
Very nice.
Ewing and a Z95.
Oh, yeah, like they got the red and the white. That looks awesome. The wings.
Yeah. It's inspired by the Clone Wars Z95, but I don't like how the wings are backwards in the Clone Wars. Like I think that's so ugly. So I kind of made it look better.
Nice.
And then I like that teal, man. That is nice.
Ewing Starfighter from the expanded universe. It's my favorite Starfighter.
Yeah,
so
that is a nice one.
Really cool. I love micro builds.
And it just looks great with that teal.
I have instructions for this on my Instagram. Just little build breakdown.
I did a dark side snow speeder like that off the poly bag that they put out, and then I just flipped it into the dark side colors and added a little bit more details. But I love tips that size. Those things are awesome.
Sweet. That is cool.
Love that.
Hey, Sarah. Nice of you to join us.
Hey, Sarah.
Hello.
Hey, Sarah.
Hello.
Hi, Sarah.
A bit of chorus line going. A little bit of a cannon.
This is my latest little spaceship.
Ooh.
I'm not sure what it is, but it's definitely Star Wars inspired.
Yeah, no, it's the style.
The Corellian engines, a bit of a Star Destroyer design, and
the colors.
I think it's a Corellian ship of some sort.
Here we go.
Yeah, I like the front. It looks really cool. It's almost like a submarine at the front. The sort of angles there. It looks cool.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, I like it, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Now you've shown those incredible builds. I'm just going to take these not as good builds out of because now I just feel like no, Got nothing to say, but now
Slowly move them off camera.
So I'll just leave them R2D2 and just let them be there.
Well, this one is one that people seem to like the best out of.
Oh, that's amazing!
Oh, nice!
Oh my god, that's so cool.
Oh,
what,
wow.
what Lego's helmets should have been like?
There is, yeah. I mean, that's
I'm not a fan of the overly
loose
of that. But if they were smaller and used some of these like smoother, like the quarter domes, it will work.
I want to build out the chest and the shoulders a little bit more than actually, get that diamond in the middle. I just kind of stopped.
Are you doing like the prototype Boba Fett? Yeah.
I mean, I even put the red mark in there too, which can be done. It just need a little bit of snot work.
Yeah.
So Matt, when you got a second, I got the video up that I had. I think you got to click next. Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. Sorry, just
yeah. There you go. We're going to the boogity vision. So this was it in full. So I've turned the sound off. It was really loud, but this was it.
That is awesome.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I love the separate
color. So cool.
That's so awesome.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Where was that, Rogue? Where was that?
That was so this was I think this was one of the last brick fairs. So this was in Reading. So Reading in the UK for American people. But so this was in Reading. I think it was around March time. Yeah.
I think it was right before everything went to shit.
Yeah, big time.
And the way they use the coral pieces, the coral pieces to make the plants, those like teal coral looking pieces, like that thing is smoking.
That looks amazing, man.
Yeah, that was those teal coral parts was actually the inspiration for this planet, which we call Telos Prime.
So cool.
And yes, that is sand blue and lots and lots of sand blue.
Wow.
That's my stove.
Was that a stovetop?
Yeah, that's my stovetop. I removed it from my kitchen and brought it to show.
Yeah, there's a cantina for you there. There you go. I kind of got focused on this for a second.
That boba vehicle.
The boba machine. Yeah, but do you think it'd be a cantina like that?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
I think that's what we have in our heads, but I don't think that's what's going to come out.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Well, those I have. I made the Gatekeeper Droid. And Mando rips it out, and it's famous for Jabba's hut. The band. Gatekeeper Droid.
Oh yeah.
I made one out of the part from the collar on the Raiders, the new AT-AT set, and I have it. It pops out of the little hut I made. But I'm making a bigger UCS version because I have this mod called Sons of Skywalker, where it's going to be like a speeder biker gang. It's Vader, Sons of Skywalker, Sons of Anarchy, and it's going to be their biker bar, the base of it. And I'm like slowly looking through it, but it's going to have the Gatekeeper Droid that pops out on the trigger on the door, so the door will just boop, and the droid comes out. But that reminded me, that build, because when I heard they were doing the UCS Mos Eisley, I was like, oh, I'm working on something just like that, but not in an exact spot. It's just like in the universe, similar to how you made those ships, just having fun with the style guys.
Hi, Lex. Great to have you around.
Hey, dude.
Hello.
Hey, Lex.
Yeah, it's night for the 15th time. Sorry, I'm not saying that to me myself.
Yeah, I'm just looking at pictures of Mos Eisley spaceport and then the cantina. I just think it'd be more likely for them to do a spaceport because there's so much more they can do. If they do a cantina, I think they're limited to doing basically just the previous sets in one sort of thing. I combine sort of like what happened with Hoth. It was a lot of older Hoth sets in one, and I think they want to avoid doing that again. So I think a spaceport would be the more likely option. It would be great. There's a massive crash spaceship behind one of the buildings.
Oh yeah, the original thing.
That's what I just bought 10 of these when I saw them. This is the Obi-Wan's hut, which is awesome for a little set. It's so cool.
Oh,
yeah.
I got that one.
Just to make a big version of something like this. So as if you were going through Tatooine, what I'm building is just a building that would just be So
The thing is that we don't go inside a lot of buildings in Mos Eisley. It's pretty much the cantina, the little alleyway where R2 and C-3PO hide from the stormtroopers.
I think they're probably going to get a lot of inspiration from Battlefront 2 because obviously they went to town on that map.
Marketplace and everything.
I mean, I think I like the option is that they remake Watto's Junkyard, that set, which is really sought after. They put that into the spaceport set. That would be a kind of thing because everyone, that's a really sought after set online. So I could see them easily remaking that and putting it in Mos Eisley for
imagine if they put a pod racer in there in pieces, which you have the option to make whole. Oh my god!
Yeah, that would be
so amazing.
Like you
that's asking for too much. I don't think they'll do that.
No.
That's also another thing as well. The pod racers that they could include some pod racer drivers who've never got in Lego as well.
I'm still pissed that we haven't got
the GOAT.
It's funny that you bring up pod racers because that's exactly what I'm working on right now. I have a little special. I did the Vader mashup of the Starfighter. I have Vader's pod coming out where it's his adult.
That's awesome, man.
That's gonna be so good.
His engines are inspired off the lightsaber hilt, so the engines look like his lightsaber hilts. I'm slowly working through it. I've had to get a lot of parts for it.
I'm just amazed that Lego hasn't done a Sebulba one yet. They brought out an Anakin one, but I was like, "Where's Sebulba? Where's his one?"
They made one.
They did in 2011.
Yeah, I know they've done that, but they brought out the 20th anniversary or whatever anniversary is, a more up to date version. That's what I'm talking about. I know they've done that twin set ages ago.
2011. I've got that one.
I need the old one still because that's what when I got the newer one, it used to be right on my desk because I have to suspend it off my hard drive so it looks like it's floating, which is pretty cool. I love how Lego use those Trans Technic parts to have it.
Oh yeah, I love those.
But when I got that, I was like, you know what I just did with this what I call the Mustafarian Starfighter instead of his Naboo Starfighter. I'm gonna do the same thing, and it was just like. Then I was like, you know what? I can make those. They look like his lightsaber hilt. Then that's the pain in the rear, actually, making it look like the lightsaber hilt.
Hey, Titanium J in the chat. All right.
Hi, Titanium.
Yeah.
Hey, dude.
Hi, Titanium. See you later, Lex. And hi, Bricks and Runners. Great to have you along.
Awesome.
And then there was a question which came up before, which I'll put up here, and we can just we'll go one by one around as it is visual. Favorite Star Wars quote, and I'll start it off. I've modified it a bit, and I'm sure a few people can appreciate this, but these are not the toys you're looking for. Solo's favorite.
I hate sand. It's rough and it's coarse and it gets everywhere. How could you?
Hey, my sketches came.
Oh, you got them? Oh,
yeah.
My favorite quote is from Boba Fett, but he doesn't talk much, so it's just there.
I have quite a unique favorite quote from Star Wars. It came from the legendary Lego Star Wars, and it is that of "Laughs in Sith Lord." That's my favorite Star Wars.
Yeah,
that is perfection.
Brick in it.
Mine's Yato. Because he's holding a thermal detonator. That's the best quote ever.
Rogue Runner, did we cover you yet?
Laughs in Sith Lord.
Yeah, no, it's Brickstar you mentioned. It's Brickstar.
I wanted to ask you guys, speaking of these quotes, when I first posted the Gatekeeper Droid, I asked people, I'm like, what does he say when it pops out? Because it's like, Machuba Pinky, and you can't tell what that thing is saying. And it's
doesn't it say the same thing in Return of the Jedi?
Yeah, it's the same thing both times, but you can't, even in the Mando series, and it's like, what does he say? It sounds like Machuba Pinky. You can't tell.
Is there like a transcript somewhere?
Oh, probably. Everything's got language. It's out there somewhere.
Bro, I just saw this video on YouTube called How to Learn to Speak Geonosian.
Oh,
bro. just imagine you're out with the ladies. Oh, say it again, Dexter.
speak Wookiee and you press buttons on it.
To speak the language of love.
Good at
There's a lot of clicks in there.
Wow, you're actually really good. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to steal your girl by speaking Juno.
Rick, so did you have I'm not sure if we did you your quote?
Yeah. Mine is so uncivilized.
Uncivilized.
That might be one.
My favorite quote actually is, "Who's the more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows him?"
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's a wise one.
Yeah. And Hive?
Apology accepted.
Yeah.
Captain Leader.
Judge me by my size.
I got a text earlier, guys, from my friend in Brooklyn. For $500, I can get the NES set right now, but I will not pay $500 for an NES set that fell off a truck. I'm tempted.
Wow.
But I saw a great meme with that. I should probably try to find it, where it's sort of like you can buy the Lego one for like £200 or whatever, or you can get a NES Classic which works for $100.
Well, that's like the same price when it came out. Like the Lego price now, which I thought it was going to be $199, and now it's $239 or $229. They upped it.
Yeah, 10, yeah.
So, and they did in Canada, they upped it even more, which is crazy. But the box art is exactly what it was in '85. Like I remember my mother buying it for my brother and I, and Lego really kind of took the inspiration from the original box art, which is awesome.
I still think it's one of the better sets this year. It's one of the best sets I think we've got.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I think we can all admit no one expected them to make that.
No.
It's a nice surprise.
But is everyone going to get it though?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm
a massive NES now. But yeah, if it doesn't do well, they won't make anything like that again. So
yeah, that's true. I mean, it's a great set, and I love the design. But I personally didn't really get a chance to play that console, so I don't have those memories.
Yeah,
if they made it like a
same
Nintendo Wii, then I'd get it. But you know, it's a I know it's like a brilliant console and very important in the history of gaming, but it's just not for me, I don't think. But I still think it's a great design.
Yeah, I
think it's very much, if you're of that generation, it's going to resonate with you. But yeah, if the first time you touch a Nintendo was a Wii or 64 or whatever, you're probably not going to be wrapped up in it.
And what's cool about the set is that there's a lot of pieces you'd expect to have like stickers, but they're actually printed. Like a lot of the. Like,
we were looking at it the other night, weren't we, trying to figure out which ones are stickers.
Yeah, exactly. It's really, really cool. Like they've really gone all out with this set. It's great.
Well, even the sticker on the back of the TV is like spot on.
Yeah. I think one of the very best things about it is that it's like the Saturn V set. You take a couple steps back, you look at that, it doesn't look like Lego. It looks like the actual thing. That's how good the design is.
The one thing with that is that it looks like a NES. That's also its downside, because it's just a big grey box. You know, it's not the most beautiful looking thing ever. It never won any awards for its good looks, but I think the television really does set it off, because that just looks amazing.
Yeah,
the is pretty ugly.
Who remembers the original Star Wars game from NES?
Oh yeah.
It was hard. It was hard.
Yeah, man.
People say that's a horrible game, but it was just hard. It was just a hard game. Like E.T. on Atari was very hard.
I remember spending weeks on Knights of the Old Republic, like the original game. I spent weeks on that, like the campaign.
What's his face? From Mando. Now it's put in my head.
Oh god.
Like an idiot. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Moff
Gideon.
Gideon. And that's all Lego parts too. And then even the red number, the actual like military ranking is correct.
Which head is that?
That's a back torso flipped, and if you look at the series, it's like spot on.
Oh wow!
No, the head.
Oh, the head is I don't know actually.
Is it the custom one from Five Star Toys?
No, that's a real Lego head. I don't
yeah.
know where it's from. I bought it individually on eBay, but
right.
As soon as I found the body, yeah, it's pretty close though for a Moff Gideon.
We should have got a Moff Gideon in this in the new Mando.
I think we will, but like, yes.
I'm sorry, but I don't think there's too much of excuse.
I mean, again, like,
come with that TIE fighter.
You have to remember though, these sets are designed at least a year before they start. They probably weren't told about a lot of these characters and vehicles. But
Moff Gideon, he's a pretty generic character. I think they would have had the parts lying around.
You don't see him till the end of the show.
No, but they're basing that set on the end of the show, though, aren't they? I mean, you got Scout Trooper in there.
Yeah, but they haven't, because he's still got the normal. He hasn't even got the latest armor, has he? On it's just
wait.
But that's what I mean about the style guide is when it's human Star Wars characters, it's pretty easy to take something from the style guide and into the. Because that's all Lego parts except the cape is like I doubled it up with a black.
Yeah, I mean, I'm almost certain we'll probably get a TIE Fighter set based on Moff Gideon's TIE Fighter. I'm just not surprised that we haven't got it yet. I think next year.
I'm not sure, because unless they don't bring it back for the next episode, for the next series.
It's not that. It's because you've got to remember next year, or end of this year and next year, there's no Star Wars film, so Lego's going to have a bit less to work with. So I wouldn't be surprised if they go back into Mando and Clone Wars and other shows.
I reckon we're going to get definitely. I think they're going to hit the Clone Wars a lot harder next year. That because there's so much they haven't done with it yet. I mean, they barely scratched the surface with them.
Yeah, Rise of the Brick said it, Mod Gideon. That's hilarious because I mean I modded it up. Mod Gideon.
Mod Gideon. That's amazing.
I gotta take my bulldog is bugging out. I gotta take him out real quick. I'll be right back. He's just gotta go drain the.
G'day, Comic Bricks. Welcome to the stream.
Oh, hey, Comic Bricks.
I mean, I guess that's a cool question is, what would we rather see from Lego this year, next year, sorry, more Mando sets, Mandalorian, or more Clone Wars sets?
Clone Wars.
Clone Wars.
I think a little bit of both.
Return the Jedi.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm honest, I'd rather see more things from Mandalorian, because if you think about it, if they're going to do Clone Wars sets, it's going to be a lot of remakes. Of like,
but I think because obviously the Mandalorian, there's so many, like, it's based in that kind of universe where it's still X-wings, it's still TIE fighters, it's still. At the moment they haven't really introduced all but one ship. They haven't really introduced that much into it yet. So I don't think Lego's got too much to work off it yet.
They're definitely gonna do the Bad Batch shuttle because now.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be 100% now.
Yeah.
And so with the Clone Wars remakes, like a lot of those sets deserve remakes.
Angel. Nobody's taking my ship. You don't fight.
But like, don't get me wrong. Again, I'd love to see Clone Wars like sets, again, like the ATT and stuff. It's just that for more original sets, we'd probably get that from the Mandalorian. But again, either would be great.
I think we'll definitely get a lot more remake sets.
I think it's going to take a little time, and plus the gunship's coming out, you know what I mean? So I think they might revolve a lot around that. I think they'll probably pepper some Mandalorian stuff in, maybe a little tiny bit.
I think it's also I think they're also kind of like they're dabbling their feet in, because obviously they've just re-released, or just about to re-release the obviously the Vader and Luke's duel. And I think that's kind of like signs of things to come. I think that's what Lego are probably going to be going towards, because like you're saying, Ro, there's no Star Wars coming out in the next couple of years in regards to films anyway. So I think they're kind of just...
Rise the Brick saying, sorry, about not doing Bad Batch. Lego has made a set for every single Star Wars show made so far. We're going to get a Bad Batch set.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get a Bad Batch set. There's no doubt, but we are going to get that shuttle. There's no doubt about that. That's all but confirmed.
Made a set for all of the movies and the shows so far. I think it's 100% guaranteed we'll probably get a Bad Batch set in the next year.
I mean, to be honest, for me personally, I don't think it's going to be that difficult for Lego to redesign it, because basically it's just the Emperor shuttle, just with slightly longer nose to it, because that's all it is. It's I think the designer's just gone, that'll do. There we go. Get the pieces together. Bosh, off it goes. Get it down the production line. That's all but confirmed now. If we didn't get the show next year, I think we probably wouldn't have got it. But now we definitely are. Definitely, no doubt about that.
Yeah, it's not like
as a series.
So it's going to be a Clone Wars spin-off series. I don't know. They haven't said for how long though. I don't know whether it's going to be just one series or it's going to be a continuous thing. I suppose it's going to test the waters and see how it goes. But
it's gonna be 7 seasons spanning 12 years, like the Clone Wars was. And they're also gonna bring back Ahsoka. You know, she's gonna be alive the whole time.
Yeah, no, of course she's gonna be the main character in the Bad Batch.
Well, they're based
main character in everything.
Yeah, I don't think she will be because this. So they're saying this is going to be based roughly around the era of Order 66. So I imagine the first couple of episodes are going to be like parallel with Order 66. So I don't think we're going to see Ahsoka in that. I think if anything, we're going to be on Kashyyyk.
I'm so surprised they didn't bring Ahsoka into Star Wars Resistance.
Yeah,
well, she's been in everything else.
Like,
so why
we
not?
know how much Dave Filoni loves Ahsoka.
I mean,
I'm
very surprised that the announcement wasn't the Rebel sequel series because that's gonna happen, and everyone expected that to be the announcement. So I still think
it to happen.
So I'm not saying I want it to happen or not. I just think it's inevitable to it's gonna happen. But there's a rumor now suggesting that it could be a live action thing, and that's why they've cast someone to play Ahsoka, for example, and live action Thrawn, for example, would be amazing. So. I think there's a chance we could see a live action version for the Rebel sequel, which would be awesome.
They're just milking a dead cow. I'm tired of seeing Ahsoka everywhere. If it shows up in season 2 of The Mandalorian, I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah, I'm not. I really don't want to. Like,
Dave Filoni needs to stop.
I mean, it's not just Ahsoka. It's just the fact that there's like so many rumors of so many characters going into Mandalorian from other shows. I'm like, Mandalorian's great.
Palpatine's baby mama is gonna be appear in Mandalorian season 2.
What's great about that show is that it's all original characters we haven't seen in Star Wars before. So it's like Rebels. They're having to develop these new characters. That's what makes the show great. If you just put Ahsoka and Captain Rex and Bo-Katan and stuff in the show, they're taking the spotlight away from these new characters that people clearly care so much about.
I think the thing is now they're worried and they want to put more nostalgia back into Star Wars, don't they? Because that's what
nostalgia.
You've got to have
Mandalorian. He's like Boba Fett, but not really Boba Fett.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same.
It's a cooler version of Boba Fett.
Hunting, that's nostalgic.
Wash your mouth, Albert.
I really hope Boba Fett doesn't return. Yeah. I hope it's just them kind of teasing it, but it's not him because again,
keep him dead.
There's not really a necessary reason for him to come back. Like,
yeah, well, I think with Boba Fett, I mean, after the last couple of announcements that they've been making, like saying obviously they're basing quite a lot of their new stuff on Legends, and obviously Boba Fett did come back in Legends. I think he's going to be coming back.
How did he come back in Legends?
He shot his way out and then fell back into another Sarlacc pit and then shot his way out again.
I mean, imagine seeing that.
Would they do that in a show and not wouldn't they do that more in a film? Would that be the more likely option if it's such a big thing? Like, if that's the case, then we would have seen him in the sequels. Like, they've clearly shown they're not afraid to bring old characters back in the sequel films. So I think if he was going to come back, we would have seen him in those. So
I think if they're going to bring him back, don't do what they've done with the Emperor and just shoehorn him in. Yeah, he's alive. They've got to explain it or show us at least. Yeah, this is how I got out. No, I'm a badass guy. Boom.
How Emperor's on the giant robot arm. He comes back on one of them giant Sarlacc like tentacles.
Oh my god,
it'd be funny.
He comes back with Borg gullet.
Yes.
Between the armor.
If there's anyone I want Star Wars to bring back from the dead, it's Borg Gullet.
Yes. His character arc was genius. He needs to come back, man. That should have been the Lego May 4th promo. Just
Borg Gullet.
I was pushing hard for the May 4th promo to be the Beskar armor. A polybag, Mando, Beskar armor, chrome armor like they used to use on the old Knights.
I think they'll say Beskar Mando if they do it for a UCS Razor Crest.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think we'll get that for a long time, but I think we eventually will, and that's when.
I don't think we ever will get a UCS.
I don't think as well.
Crazy. I don't think we will. They've never done it for TV shows. They've never done it. They've always stuck with the mainstream films. I understand why, because it's all down to marketing. Films are done to a mass market.
Exactly.
TV shows are not. They're done to a very niche kind of market. So
The thing I would say about that, though, is times are changing, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I totally agree.
Well, you know, like there's no market and everything.
Yeah, Game of Thrones is way bigger than any film. So, I mean, and that's why it fell so hard when it did really bad.
Yeah, let's not go on that because I don't want to get angry today. I want to be nice.
I mean, the fact that they've made the UCS A-Wing and then potentially getting the Mos Eisley kind of says to me they're starting to do new things and not just remaking loads of things for UCS and Master Builder series. So I think it could be possible. And look how popular Clone Wars and Mandalorian are right now. They're two of the most streamed shows in the world.
Yeah,
so I don't think it's fair to say that
cashing on that, like loads of money from it.
Fair to say that because they're on a TV show means we'll never get them in the UCS.
I just know how these companies work. That it's just that they're kind of stuck in these old little ways. Hopefully, I'm praying that they are going to come out of these ways, but it's just because I've seen how they do things. Is like, mate, come up with a time.
But they've just announced and they've made a set from a Star Wars theme park. You know?
Exactly.
I think they are trying new things.
I think that's also obviously you got to bear in mind you got Disney's hand in that as well. I mean,
Disney pushed that definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, Solo's right because for 20 years I was a creative director in promotional marketing and branding, and I worked on Star Wars. And all these brands, they go off of the media schedules, and mostly it's movies usually. But Star Wars is transitioning into TV shows now. So it could change, but that's why all these people are asking. They're like, "Oh, we want Avatar sets now. We want Avatar sets now." Well, it's because Netflix has surged, but they're not going to look at Netflix. Lego won't look at that right away. They're going to look at what's on the mainstream TV. That's just kind of the theory that all the marketing brands follow or the big brands follow, and it's mostly movies. And not to say it can't change, but the Avatar set.
Like speaking of
Lego kind of did that with Stranger Things.
Yeah. I think you're right. The market is changing, but unfortunately, they still look at the ones that make the big bucks. You know, they look at the Oscars, they look at this, they look at that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, and Lego do Avatar sets before. They weren't successful because they weren't very good. But if Lego decided to make a few Avatar sets, they could easily renew their license with Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
and then they could make an APA or something.
Well, now
because it's so popular now.
Now that they're talking of actually making another Avatar series, then Lego will latch onto that and do it.
I think they're gonna hop on that.
But it takes a long time. It takes these sets take a good year and a half to get 2 years to come to fruition. So I don't like to crush anyone's dreams and they put stuff on Lego Ideas, but the Nintendo sets, Lego Ideas, as amazing they are, those slots are already filled for their marketing campaigns. And so before Lego Ideas Nintendo set would come to life, it's like 2 years. It's just because they've already been working with Nintendo for 2 years planning all this stuff. Right? So as the brand managers start to argue, they're not going to open up a slot from someone else and take it away from the Nintendo team because that's the new thing. So it's unfortunate, but that's how it works.
I also think now's an interesting opportunity because it's sort of like the other day I was thinking, yay, the cinemas are open. It's like, but there's nothing to go and see because they're not doing anything. And it's going to be the sort of thing, okay, when things get back to normal, you're going to have 2 years worth of films coming out in the space of a year's time. And so it might be really interesting, like, you know, in terms of normally the films have got enough time to breathe and everything like that. But if you've got, you know, all these films falling on top of one another, it could be that the films just in general don't do as well because
theaters are dying, man. They've been dying for a while, and they're going to continue to die. And this coronavirus hurt them even more because I think for every one Infinity War, you know, $1 billion box office, you know, they have I don't know how many duds or just barely, you know, making it. Yeah. That's why they charge you $20 for a thing of popcorn.
What I was showing earlier, the Gatekeeper Droid. Don't mind the big brick in the background because that's just the track it runs on. But you can see I use the collar from the Raider to give it a little of that depth. It usually has this mohawk gear that comes over the top. Sorry, but so that's what I'm putting into my little Tatooine kind of UCS set. And he's on a track with a trigger and looking out of the window.
Awesome.
I think you are right there, Brick Hive. I think you're 100% right. I think the coronavirus in regards to cinema is kind of like the nail in the coffin.
There you go.
Oh, from Jabba's Palace. I love that. I've got that set. I love it. I love that set.
I didn't realize they.
By the way, I did my usual picking up a set and almost dropping it.
I don't have the Jabba's Palace set, so I didn't realize that they did that on a decal because I just wanted to make it brick built.
Yeah, it's literally just a printed. It's just a printed one.
Yeah.
1x1 flat stuff.
Yeah, it only came with one as well. It didn't come.
Wait, it didn't come with a spare one.
No.
Oh, I totally forgot when I built that. I didn't realize.
It didn't come with a spare. So yeah, really annoying. But yeah, only came with.
That's what
That'd been good to come with spare.
Those details I wanted to. I mean, they should definitely put this into. If they remade Jabba's Palace, like, you just need a minifig head and a collar. That's all I did.
Hey, Si, great to have you along.
Hey, dude.
Hey, Si.
Hey, Si.
Hey, Si.
So what is, I don't know how much truth there is, and maybe somebody's stirring stuff up, but what do people think of the rumor that's going around that they might just retcon the sequel series altogether?
Rubbish.
It's not going to happen.
Now. They've been saying that for years now.
Yeah.
It's just, if
the people who are saying Disney bad, Kathleen Kennedy Antichrist, Rian Johnson ruined my childhood, too many women, too many minorities, blah blah blah.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, if you're a corporation that just spent billions and billions of dollars on a film and just gone, nah, let's remake it all, and that's not to even include the marketing, the books, the comic books, the graphic novels. You know, it's like, and to wipe it all clean again, it ain't gonna happen.
To build so much up and then just tear it apart and do it again.
I'm sorry, but they are here to stay for, people can hate them, people can love them. End of, but
well, maybe George Lucas would just make a bunch of new cuts, you know what I mean, and add some stuff here.
Yeah, George Lucas sequel cut.
Problem is, George Lucas add more cuts to make him even worse, because that's all he does.
It's interesting because people always argue me on the season 2 of the Mando is going to have Boba Fett in it, but 2 versions of Boba Fett. And people can argue all they want. I had this, well, I shouldn't actually say too much, but one of them is his armor gets stolen from when Boba dies. They find his armor near the Sarlacc pit and take it. So it's going to have flashbacks of the real Boba, which is the actor who played all the clones. And then you have a new actor that kind of assumes Boba's identity. So this upcoming season, if you're a Boba fan, it's going to be very good for the
storyline.
I think I've heard that what they're going to do is they're going to do the prequels now, and when Obi-Wan chops Darth Maul in half, he's going to go, no. And then at the end, where he says, I heard Qui-Gon has been learning something, and they talk about him becoming a ghost. Instead, they're going to just change that to Ben Solo, I think. That's what I've heard.
Well, you guys saw that what's-his-face is going to be Anakin and Obi-Wan, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Hayden Christensen.
I can't wait till the Obi-Wan show. When does that TV show come out? Is it supposed to be soon? I thought it was supposed to be season 4.
It got pushed back to 2022.
You're going to do everyone, so it's going to be awesome. That Obi-Wan show.
I haven't paid attention to that one, really.
And what's interesting is the rumor is he won't just be in it, but he's going to have a pretty consistent role. He's going to be in quite a lot of the series, which is good.
Yeah,
that's cool, man. I'm down with that.
Well, if you see, they put spurs on Boba Fett on purpose to give it. Boba Fett in the original movies was modeled after Clint Eastwood, and that's what gave him spurs to give it that kind of Western. So if you watch the Mando, when what's her face gets killed, that the Asian assassin, she's played by an Asian actress. What's her name? I forget the series, but her body, walking up to her body, you hear the spurs go ching, ching, ching. Like they did that on purpose, obviously.
Oh yeah.
I think that might be Cad Bane though. I'm hoping it's Cad Bane.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I'd
Bane
rather
live
have
action
Cad
would be
Bane than
amazing.
Boba Fett.
Cad Bane's pretty bad as well, and again, they're all kind of gunslingers, aren't they? So
Supposedly, it's the guy who stole Boba Fett's armor that's walking up to her because in the timeline. So
yeah.
Well, I remember I was
So with the Obi-Wan series, it's supposed to set place after episode 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
When he's on Tatooine. So that would mean that Hayden Christensen's going to be Vader then.
No, but
Yeah,
I think the rumor is there'll be a lot of flashbacks. Again, I think the story to tell is kind of like, Obi-Wan, he's been through so much. It's all of that having effect on him while he's in Tatooine. And, kind of the character of Obi-Wan just being slowly going away and him becoming Ben Kenobi. This.
Cool. I've actually read comics of that. There are some in the.
I think it's going to be quite. I think it's going to be quite like a dark series. Like it's going to be an emotional series. It's not going to be like a sort of standard Star Wars.
You got to think he's got to go through some serious amount of stuff to go look like. What's his name? What's his name? Who played Obi-Wan Kenobi? Not Alec Guinness. No, not Alec Guinness. Ewan McGregor to Alec Guinness in a space of 4 years. He's got to go through some serious stuff.
You guys read the Marvel
death sticks.
Sorry?
He's just gonna smoke some death sticks to age up. Make the Obi-Wan series train spotting, but on Tatooine. I'd watch that.
I heard some good news too about the Old Republic stuff. I mean, obviously the next trilogy is going to be leaning a little bit more towards the older stuff and for the maps. But the Darth Revan stuff supposedly is really going to happen. They're going to have a Darth Revan, whether he's in that trilogy or has his own or a TV show. They green-lighted it, supposedly. Like, it was all rumors, but it's going to happen.
Are they going to tell his whole story again? Because his story has been told before. I think it would be redundant to tell the whole thing again.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a conflicted character. I have his Force Ghost right here. This one's bootleg, though. But
yeah, man. He was my favorite.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, like he's in that game Galaxy of Heroes, and then of course they're making him like his lightsaber and stuff. So they've clearly got their eye on Darth Revan. I just don't think he'll have as big as a role as he did, say, in the Old Republic stuff. Like it'll be High Republic based, so I think he'll be in it, but I don't think he'll have as much of a role.
Yeah, that I don't know if they're going to have his own series or not. I just know that they were going at Keanu Reeves hard, and people are saying it's not confirmed, but I mean it's probably going to be him. If they're rumored that strong,
I think with Disney, I think they got to play that very carefully again because they're leaning on a very well established character from previous generations, and then to go out and remake him, you're just going to have more Star Wars fans going, "Oh wow, he was better in the Old Republic," and all that kind of stuff. It's like Disney can't win. They're never going to win, whether he's going to be an awesome character or a rubbish character. You're still going to have people who's like, no, he was better in the game. It's like, yeah, but you've got him on TV now.
We're Star Wars.
There's always going to be people who moan. As always.
Have you guys read the comics, the Star Wars comics?
The new Marvel ones are awesome. They're canon.
Yeah. Because they've got, obviously, some of those have got Obi-Wan flashbacks where Luke's reading his diary. So I'm guessing that it might be that kind of thing, where he's hiding his power and stuff. Yeah, exactly.
I remember one. Yeah. And this series is 5 series. And if you watch the latest movie, you want to read these 5 books because they're canon. It explains how.
Yeah, I've read the first two. I haven't finished it though. It's really cool, the first one.
I made a mock because he got the name Kylo Ren because his lightsaber crystal is called the Crystal of Ren. That's why it shoots out of his sides because he can't control it. And the crystal. So I'll show you this. I made this actually. It's Kylo Ren's quarters.
Oh wow!
And he's
that's awesome.
It's brilliant.
And then how
I don't think I've seen any of Kylo Ren's quarters done in Lego yet.
And it's funny because I usually have this, which is official Trans Ghost Vader. This is Kubrick that doesn't release to the public. I was lucky that I had official Lego, so it's not printed. I usually have him in the background, like waving behind it while Kylo Ren's obsessed with the mask. Vader's going, waving. But I have Crystal in the vault, and then we have Vader's crystal. But yeah, that from reading those comics, I made this, and this is the kind of stuff I would love to see Star Wars do. Is more of the kind of scenery, Yeah,
it would be ace if they did like a series of those as well. They could kind of
exactly
what they were doing with the jewel.
I had a discussion with someone because you know, the Mustafar set. Hachiroku 24 like built a bigger version of that. It was more like a vignette, had a black border and everything.
Oh, I saw that.
Really, really good. Yeah, and I was talking to some people like, what if Lego made like not an 18+ series, but more like a serious vignette series of iconic scenes from Star Wars or even Marvel or Harry Potter in the same way, with a black border. It would be kind of like an architecture set. Just like small iconic scenes.
But even this, like, I don't know how many pieces went into this. I mean, I can estimate, but there's a lot of jumper plates that stack up to make those pieces in the wall. You could, I mean, Lego would obviously remove that and just put one of those big molded parts that has the inset to give it texture. But it couldn't be that expensive to make that. That was just out of a few sets. Actually, I made that from the Hoth medical base. Some of the parts.
That's really impressive.
Yeah. So.
That's impressive.
Impressive. Most impressive.
Well, Matt knows I like to make little small vignettes. Like that's what I'm kind of getting into.
Yeah, definitely check out.
Big clone bases and crowded battles are overrated.
I give props to these designers that do these huge 12-foot things, and it's impressive. But why spend all that money on that brick when you can make something with emotion, really tiny like this, and just then you have more bricks.
Bigger does not always equal better.
Exactly, it does.
I agree.
Yeah, and definitely check out Stud's Instagram, which we got linked down in the description there, because he puts a lot of his stuff up there, and it's just really good. And I mean, that goes for everyone who's watching. All this work. All the links are in the description down there. Check out each other's channels, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, all that good stuff.
I like to share. I like to share the process with people. I'm not one of those people that hides what I'm doing. Halfway through it, I'll show it in my stories, and because I want it to inspire other people, I get inspired by other people. That's just how art should be. So.
Hey, so this thing is definitely a little smaller than I thought it was going to be.
What?
This sketches thing. I knew it was going to be.
Oh wow, that is tiny.
It's like the size of a postcard.
Yeah, it's supposed to be kind of the same size as a brickhead, though, isn't it? Have you got a brickhead there to show comparison?
Yeah, I got them. I wonder way over there. Oh wait. Here we go. I got that B.
Yeah. Just a comparison, like.
Yeah,
it's kind of because I suppose B is a bit big, smaller.
It is nice though. They got the thing for the.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That looked really cool.
But yeah, I mean, it's really nice. I do like it a lot, and it's cool because it's got the dimensions to it.
The depth to it, yeah.
Yeah, the depth, yeah.
How much was that again, Brick High?
$20. I got the Batman one too. I'll probably build this one tomorrow.
I think they're $17.99 in the UK.
Yeah, they're £18.
As simple as that Batman one, people hate on it. I think it's gorgeous.
Yeah, I like
it's the smallest.
I actually like the Stormtrooper one a little better, but I got this because I wanted to put it next to the Batmobile.
Yeah,
they all look so good.
Yeah, they do. They're all very smooth looking. I like being together. Those complex.
That's what I want to know. You make like one big picture out of all of them.
Look at him getting his display on. Hive's getting a serious display action going. He's got like a Lego museum over there.
Yeah, look, they did a pretty good job though with the detail. I will admit that.
Yeah, they're not they're nice. You think about it. You have like the little brick sketches on your desk, and then have the Lego art on your walls. Proper Lego.
Cool. They are made for desk stands, though, aren't they? That's a great set for like someone for a Christmas present, or like a guy that you have as a desk stand display. Like, especially if it's a character you really like Batman, or like I'd just get the Batman one. I wouldn't collect them all. I'd just get the Batman one, for instance, and have it on my desk at work or something, and it would look cool.
Well, that would. Yeah.
I thought that is your desk brick in it.
Well, this is my desk. I just mean. My office. Yeah.
With mosaics and that stuff, it translates, like bit art, 8-bit art with video games. And it's almost kind of like training wheels for people that want to learn design fundamentals and things, because it's a lot easier. I've noticed people that don't have a background or an art degree, and I see them with Lego and they try to do a mock, but then they do a mosaic and it's smoking. But it's just easier. I think it just translates easier for someone to make. Remember those paint by numbers and stuff like that they used to see when you were younger? It's similar to that.
Coloring books.
So I've seen some people do amazing things with those mosaics, especially Sam from Lego Masters. His mosaics are insane. Sam Hatmaker he was on Lego Masters.
Yeah.
The mosaics he does. I mean, well, he's a pro, but he used to make toys and everything.
Oh mate, when I was at the Reading Fair, man, they had some amazing ones there. They had I think it was like a 7-foot McCall parrot, all in all the colours there. You stand back and it looked like an actual painting. It was amazing.
Well, everyone's complaining about the Vader one. They're like, why is all that blue in there? But you need that. That's how Scott McFarlane used to draw Venom that way.
Called color theory.
Yeah, old Batman was done that way because on the newsprint, it would have just been flat black. There would have been no detail. So they had blue.
Exactly. And same with Vader's head anyway. If you actually look at it on the screen, it does have a glare. Just like the original Stormtrooper lenses, they're actually green.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't heard a lot of people complain about the dark blue in the Star Wars ones.
Yeah, there were a few.
Like, yo, we're getting all these dark blue studs. Turn up.
Yeah, hey.
My one thing with the Star Wars ones, though, is I don't know why they had to put the Star Wars logo in the corner of all three of them. That just stands out a bit to me. Don't know why. Because there's that there with the Star Wars logo.
The other ones that are like signed, aren't they? So if you get the Andy Warhol one, you'll get the exclusive Andy Warhol print. So there's got to be something there. And also, that's what a lot of big. If you look at like big art galleries, that is what they do. Like the Stan Lee ones have like a little plaque like that in the bottom.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I suppose it's if people want them as 3 individual pictures, but you're only going to use one if you combine them all anyway, aren't you? Don't think you have to put all three, hopefully.
Mate, I mean, you think about that. That is a massive money pit for Lego because, like, if you wanted to do that big one, and then you think, actually, I want all 3 of them as well. Yeah, then you got to buy 6 of them to have, one big one, and then you can just have the 3 up the top of it.
The Beatles one, you can't just buy one of them. You have to get 4 of them.
It's pop art. You can't just have one. It makes no sense. Andy Warhol needs to have at least 4.
They don't know what they're doing. They know their demographic, and that demographic is willing to throw money to have this.
Exactly.
Speaking of McFarlane, it kind of angers me because the movie will eventually come out, the new Spawn movie, and they have Jamie Foxx. I know it's taking forever, but it will. It's gonna. I like the original for what it was.
Are you a Spawn fan?
But I'm a huge Spawn. I'm a
big
me too.
One of my favorite comics of all time, Spawn. Yeah. It's so good.
The whole Image series, when I was a kid, well, kind of a tween, is when all the young Marvel writers and DC writers basically told everyone to screw, and they made Image comics, and it was the art was story may have been lacking, but the art was amazing.
Yeah, Spawn's art is at some, and the story's not too bad, but yeah, I know what you mean. Like my 3 favorite like comic characters will be Batman, Spawn, and then Hellboy, because I just like Hellboy's art as well.
Hellboy was one of my favorites.
Spidey, Venom, and Spawn. And then
Venom and Spider-Man are pretty good as well. But I find Spider-Man's a bit too, I don't know,
I like Venom over. The reason I like Spidey comics is because of Venom. The villains in Spidey, I always like Hobgoblin and Sleepwalker.
Symbiote Spider-Man is pretty cool. Yeah, Symbiote Spider-Man and then becoming Venom and stuff's awesome in the comic.
Yeah, I mean that's how McFarlane. But I'm curious. What I wanted to bring up was, how we got a Deadpool figure, and then the Deadpool movies were rated R, and then Lego's like, "Whoa, we're not going to touch that anymore. We're going to miss out on Spawn figures because of that, probably." Which, I mean, I have a nice bootleg, but I want the real one.
Yeah, but didn't McFarlane Toys? They did their version of Lego for a while. So
they did? I didn't pay attention to that.
Yeah, because they did some Walking Dead ones, and they basically were. They were just McFarlane's big thing was at the time where he didn't like seeing the studs, so he really made everything with tiles on top and everything, which then subsequently looked like it's really influenced a lot of the. What am I thinking of? The modulars and when they go to polish things off.
I'm gonna have to check that out because I love McFarlane and I love that building style. Obviously, you see my stuff is all tiled over.
Yeah.
Was McFarlane the one who also did? Did they also do the Rick and Morty sets as well? Was that McFarlane?
I think so.
I think it was that.
Breaking Bad as well, I think they did as well, didn't they?
I think
one.
Eclipse Graphics made some good customs. There was somewhere, it was Citizen Brick or Eclipse Graphics. One of them made some really nice Rick and Morty customs.
Yeah.
I think it's minifigs.me do some as well. They're pretty good. They just do 2.
Yeah.
I really want to get that Brick Vault Rick and Morty show. It looks pretty good. It's the best one I've seen.
What I'm trying to find from Citizen Brick, they made a molded Jason mask. Like, this is just a bootleg and printed head. They have an actual molded mask that you can snap onto the head.
Oh, wow.
And it's sold out. It was like probably a couple of years ago. I missed it. I want to find it, and I keep hitting them up, but I don't really get a response, which is fine, because then I just go, it drives me to make my own. But speaking of that, where is that white boba?
See you, Rise of the Brick. Thanks for being active tonight.
Bye, Rise.
See you, Rise.
Adios.
Yeah, McFarlane Toys really revolutionized the collectible industry, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, their final figures are amazing. I didn't know they made like a Lego kind of version, so I got to check that out. Thank you, Matt. I definitely got to check that out.
Yeah, so, I mean, just going back to sort of like, McFarlane having the toys, you don't think he's going to make a lot of merchandise off his film?
Well, no, I just don't think Lego would, license into it because it's rated R. Obviously, it's going to be. So,
although I mean, not that I've paid much attention, but Stranger Things, is that R?
Oh yeah,
yeah, that is.
Yeah, I was well surprised to see that they were doing that. I was like, hang on a second. I know it's a team, but my God, that is a horrific film in places, or TV series in places. Like, whoa.
Yeah, it's got some really gruesome parts.
Oh, yeah. Money right there, though. They weren't going to sleep on that. And the way Jamie did that set with the upside down was, was brilliant. So,
it's brilliant. It's a great set.
I'm never going to build this, so I'm going to give this out to one of the giant mock builders out there, is you take that theory and you do from the latest Star Wars movie, the stand pits where the serpent's underneath, and you can have the figures through loose studs just sitting there. You can kind of take that Stranger Things theory and do that with Ochi's ship up top, and then they're going into the sinking fields. That's what it is. They were amazing. Go ahead, Lego, do it, please. I want to buy it.
See you later, Sean. See you later, Generic.
I'd rather Lego has done the Ochi's ship rather than the Night Buzzard. Have you seen the bottom of the Night Buzzard?
Yeah, there's nothing to it.
It's horrible. That is horrible. There's no shit, and it's a play set. You want kids to put figures in there. Like,
what, 60 quid or something? It's
ridiculous.
I'm gonna get it just for the thing.
I thought Pegasus Starfighter was bad.
This is bad.
They did it too off that bottom. Yeah, it's like, but you can take the Red Skull, the Hydra sub. There's a sub that they made, the Hydra sub, that has enough parts to it'll fit aesthetically to fill that bottom off. But you got like 2 Lego sets. So it's when I saw that Ryan from MR, like when he did the review, I hit him up. I was like, what?
It's 64. It's going to be $64.99 in the UK.
Blimey!
Ouch!
But see, right there, that's marketing, because they know you collectors got to get those last 2 Knights of Ren, so they can make whatever they want to get.
The Knights of Ren are going to cost so much. Like they cost like £25 on their own. But to buy all the sets is like almost like 500.
Like in terms
of a lot of money.
The new wave, the top 6 most expensive sets. You've got the AT-AT for £140, the Arc sets for $115, the Death Star Final Duel at $90, the Resistance Transport at $90 from Galaxy's Edge, General Grievous Starfighter at $74.99.
Get out of here! Get out of
here! That's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, you probably might say it's blasphemy, but I have no interest in the Knights of Ren at all. I'm sorry, but they are overpriced stormtroopers, because all they did was show up and die.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, they were wasted. They should have been in the Force Awakens.
It was on for like 10 seconds.
Look at him.
It's not memorable.
I think that's what Boba Fett did in the originals, and he's been idolized.
He's a legend.
Time.
Yeah, but he did have something to do, though. He did. Yeah, he did.
Wait, Solo. What
Boba Fett did was feed the Sarlacc pit. That was it.
Yeah.
Eventually, yeah. Eventually.
The Knights of Ren, the Kylo Ren comic tells a little bit of the backstory. That's good. It's good because it fills you in on all the stuff you didn't see. You know, that's why.
It's so cool. They're like the coolest.
Not everyone reads that.
No, that's
they gotta give them some type of cool scene, man.
Ochi's ship was probably more memorable than the Knights of Ren ship.
Oh yeah.
As ugly as it was, I kind of like the oversized twin engines design. Like that's really grown on me, and I think it would look cool as a Lego set.
Yeah.
Bagel lover about ice cream. You're making me jealous, Bagel lover.
I mean, the problem with the Knights of Ren was that they had so little to do in the third film that they even just had like slow-mos going around of just them standing there. Like, they didn't do it. Like, it's like
they're standing there menacingly.
And if you talk about some very, very cool potential, man.
Oh like,
dude,
they would have been so
because they were force sensitive too. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you could have done a little bit with that. I mean, they weren't like hardcore, like heavy into the force, but they definitely were force sensitive.
It would have been cool if you even saw them, like two of them or something, fighting Chewie, you know, and they arrest him. Like that would have been cool if we'd have seen a scene where like Chewie's like fighting them or something. At least some coolness, like trudging with his sword or something, attacking him, or could have done something. But they didn't happen.
I think
that whole scene was so cheap though. That was just it was absolutely pointless. You know, it's like Rey, she fires out the bolt of lightning out of her fingers. Oh my god, Chewie's dead. Nah, he's not. He's fine. He was on another ship. Where was the other ship? Well, the script kind of just made it up. He was there. Yeah, he's fine. I was like, mate, come on.
It was shoehorned in just to try.
Matt, that illustration is awesome. I love how you made the buildable Boba Fett. That's people hate the buildable figs, but the Death Trooper buildable fig, the Boba one, the Clone Trooper on the speeder bike, like there was some good buildable figs.
Oh mate, the stuff that was
Cody
coming
up
after, they brought out that what do you call it, the Scout Trooper, and what they had planned afterwards is just like, oh my god, you cancelled it. Oh my god. I mean, it's Super Battle Droid, a 501st scaled walker with a buildable field. I was like, oh God, I cried when I saw that. I really cried. I was like, mate, we had some good stuff.
That drawing is awesome, Matt, of that.
I think the buildable figures is the one with the faces that really just looked bad, wasn't it? The one that's got a helmet. They were.
Yeah, the face,
yeah. It's the ones where they try to like raise one. It looks like you give you
exactly.
It's horrendous.
I see those in hobby shops still in New York. You see load stacks like to the back, like. And these are hobby shops I go to to find the older retired stuff. You know, it's not like a Target or the big stores, and you just see those the Ray ones just stacked up. Like,
the faces ones were awful, but the helmeted ones were just pure perfection. So much detail they put into them. They were amazing.
I love them. People hate on them, but I like them.
So, if you could find one Star Wars set, what would it be?
Are we talking about the buildable figures?
Yeah, they're like the buildable.
Or the Star Wars Bionicles?
Yeah, that's what it is.
I've got a few ones.
Wait, Chris, what was your question? Sorry, Chris?
So I was just saying, if you could only buy one set in this new wave, the raid that's coming out August 1st, what would it be? For free, no money's no object. You just could only have one of them.
Galaxy's Edge Transport.
What about you, Solo? I know you don't like that one, do you?
It's not I don't like it. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. To me, probably, I'll probably the 8080. Yeah, I would say the 8080 for me if it was going to be free.
8080 as well, because it's such an improvement over the previous one. It's built so well.
I mean, seeing M&R's production, he's banging that head. He was banging that really hard.
Yeah.
Like, wow, that is
first person to like show it off on YouTube. It was this German guy, and he did a speed build of it. And I was just, oh my god!
Yeah, it looks pretty impressive. I mean, I still think it looks a little bit funny in places, but it looks good.
It's a minifig scale playset. No, they're not gonna get it.
It's not quite minifig. It's not quite minifig scale. It's definitely shrunk down, but
it's under. But it's a playset.
Yeah, it's a playset. It is a playset, and I mean, it looks like it's built this time to play with. It looks solid, and from what I've seen of it, it looks like you can probably knock it over quite well, and it won't fall apart.
You see, I had the 2003 AT-AT, the first one.
Yeah.
And it looked good. Like, I think that was the best looking one proportionally, but it was flimsy. It wasn't built very well. But it was their first one. It was 2003.
Yeah.
How are you? Which one do you want, man? If you could only get one. See that?
I would probably go with the duel. Sorry, not the duel. The final duel, or whatever. Vader and Luke one.
Yeah.
Like it's the sort of thing. Like I don't get many Star Wars sets just not because I don't have anything against it, just never have sort of thing. Like get the occasional one, so I've never gotten that one previously, so it doesn't bother me that it's sort of like a reissue or updated or whatever. Yeah. But I just think the overall look at it, the characters they got in there, it's quite a good one.
It just looks really nice to display. That set does. I think it just looks awesome.
Yeah.
So I would love to get like 2 of those to actually make it look like the actual tower as well. To actually close all off. That's what I'd love to do. Then you have all 4 corners, and then maybe put like a little plinth underneath it, so it looks like it's actually standing up on its own. Yeah.
Speaking of Star Wars collectibles, check this out. Pez is another company in Connecticut that I've actually gotten to work for. This is a
my God, that's so cool.
Yeah. My favorite one's the Jar Jar one.
Oh my God, his eyes lighting up there, is it?
It's so cool. Full packs of Pez. Now it's not going to stop for a second, but it's full packs of Pez come out of that. And they gave me this. They gave me this, which is because they know I'm a concept Boba freak.
Oh, brilliant.
That is amazing.
I will give you this Lego set that's sitting in front of me now for a trade for that.
You can still find the packaged ones because that was with Pop. It was a Pez Pop partnership for the little concept Boba. And those big Star Wars ones, this was a gift from them, but I think they had it in like Bed Bath & Beyond. They had like a partnership with somebody, which I found was strange because when I was doing the brochures and stuff, I was like, what? Bed Bath & Beyond, linens and things? It was in some stores, but
so I'm really gutted. I mean, because I'm always one of those kind of persons that's just like one day too late. Because I went to what was it? I can't remember the animation company, but they were in partnership with LucasArts at the time, and they just finished up the last one before Disney bought them out, or just after. So like the day after they got bought, Disney bought it out, shut down that part of the Clone Wars era, and they just started up Thunderbirds. And the Thunderbirds animation for ITV in the UK, and I turned up there and he's like, "Oh yeah, we just got rid of everything there, but you can have some cool Thunderbirds stuff." I was like, I love Thunderbirds, don't be wrong, but come on. I'm just one of those guys who's they're just that little bit too late. I was gutted, absolutely gutted, but I've got a cool Thunderbird keyring.
That was an awesome gift. I was happy when I got it. I shouldn't have taken it out of the box, but I had to. It was so cool. Like people that come in my studio too, they see that right away. They're like, "Is that a giant Darth Vader Pez dispenser?"
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But it was also like when I was speaking with Matt over yesterday. I was speaking to everyone actually over on Greg's channel yesterday over in London Bridge Bricks. I was over at Legoland yesterday, and Matt gets to go to the glamorous part. Go to the parks, and I get the run down part. I got to go to the warehouses. And and I'm back there, and the wall to wall unboxes. I just happened to ask these, I'm a nosy.
Oh, I saw it down the stream yesterday when you were talking about this.
And for anyone who hasn't seen it, that at Legoland, a lot of resorts, but the one I was at in Windsor, they have got wall to wall of retired Lego sets back there. So when they retire them in the store, they don't sell them off the shelf in the warehouse, and then they don't resell them. That's that. I guess there's something to do with Merlin as well at the time. But I was like, man, come on, just load up my van with a couple of bits. Go on, I won't say anything. Honestly, Scout's honor.
So people over in the comments has asked, what do you guys think is the next $20 Star Wars duel going to be?
Oh, I just my answer. I think it's going to be Qui-Gon versus Maul in the desert.
Oh, that would be cool.
I don't know what kind of scenery they could really do besides the desert. You know what I mean? Maybe a rock or something.
It would be his speeder. His speeder could go there, and Maul's speeder that he jumps off.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I think maybe they might do another Kylo versus Rey from the Death Star ruins in Rise of Skywalker. I wouldn't be surprised.
Or Kylo versus Rey, like the Kajimi thing. I saw a mock of that, and it was like pretty good.
If it had built like Vader or Vader helmet that was all damaged, that would be pretty cool as a piece to have. Like,
maybe you do Finn versus Phasma.
well,
that'd be really quick, wouldn't it? Oh, she's gone. There you go.
I think we need to get things to go set.
They could do Dooku versus Obi-Wan and Anakin from The Invisible Hand.
Oh, you get a three-fer.
Yeah,
yeah. I think that'd be pretty cool because I mean, episode 3. I mean, you think about that is rammed with lightsaber fights. I mean, you got 3 lightsaber fights in one film. I mean, I mean, you could either do Grievous versus Obi-Wan, or
you could do Yoda versus Palpatine.
Yeah,
Yoda versus Palpatine. Yeah,
that'd be a great one.
Yeah, 4. Actually, 4.
And then of course you got your classic Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader.
Yeah.
True.
Thanks.
Or you can have Luke versus Ghost Vader and Dagobah,
That'd be cool. That would be cool.
I think Force Ghost figures are coming. Like the one I have, luckily
That'd be quite good.
Kubrick, but
yeah, I agree.
And like saying that about the Luke versus Vader in the cave and Dagobah, like the way you can take off the top of Vader's helmet now, it would actually work with revealing Luke's face underneath the mask.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
It would actually.
What I'm most excited about though is Zelda stuff coming. I mean, I've been building Zelda stuff. I cannot wait. I've been waiting so long for Zelda.
Okay, which Zelda do you want them to do first? Because there's been so many Zeldas and all awesome. Which one would
start back?
Okay, count me out of this conversation. I haven't got a clue about Zelda, so I'm out of it.
I'm out. I got no idea.
Ocarina of Time has to be done if they're going to do Zelda. Like, I know people are on the Breath of the Wild, but I don't know. Ocarina is just more classic to me. That's what I would prefer.
Yeah, I like the old dungeons because it translates so well. They could do the dungeons. They could do any. But you see, I like small scenes. But like Breath of the Wild stuff I've seen people do with the stables is amazing. But I want the little old school video game looking.
How cool would it be if they did a Zelda, right? Where it's that, but you can put it into the TV of the NES? That would be
That
would be cool, wouldn't it?
Okay, that would be quite cool.
They can keep going. They could do like a Metroid. They could,
Castlevania, Mega Man.
How awesome would it be in the NES? How awesome would it be in the NES if they expanded it with those terrible peripherals they had, so they could have Rob the robot and Duck Hunt like the gun?
Oh my gosh! Right.
To be honest, I think these kind of sets like Zelda and all that kind of stuff, I think those sets are all but confirmed. Probably not the ones that you guys were talking about, but I think with the license of Nintendo now, I think you're going to be getting. I think Nintendo people are going to be very happy in the future. I think they're going to be very happy because obviously they're going to start off with Mario because he's the most iconic person, but game character, should I say? But I think you're going to get some awesome stuff in the future. Really awesome stuff.
I agree.
And if you're a Nintendo fan, I think it's a good time.
Nintendo, though, is it? Like it's not technically Nintendo that they've sold at the moment. It's just Super Mario.
Yeah, but it's a Nintendo license, so it's an official Nintendo license, is it? So
it is. I'm not sure.
Yeah, hey Matt, I gotta get going, man. I apologize for cutting out a little early, but I kind of got something I gotta take care of.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks very much for popping along. And just quickly, what's coming up on your channel? What's cooking?
I will have a week in review. That's my weekly vlog thing I put out. I'll have that coming out, and I got a city video I just finished editing, so I'll be putting that out pretty quick. And then tomorrow morning at 9:30 Eastern time in the States, I have my Good Morning Brickworld stream. So I'll be building Batman. The Batman sketches on that one.
Awesome.
Thanks very much. Then. It's been great having you here. So everybody just out there in the chat and that links to Hive's channels there. Go check it out. And
also for the Good Morning Brickworld tomorrow, it will be I'll be doing the stream for the charity. So I'll have the link and all that stuff in there. And I'm trying to figure out maybe a prize or something if some about like donate a certain amount of money maybe or something like that. I'm trying to figure it out yet, but so that's what's going on with the stream tomorrow.
Excellent. Yep. And for anybody who's can go along and donate to the Fairy Bricks, I've got the description scrolling along there and also in the description for this channel as well. So yeah. All right. Thanks very much for popping along, Hive. Appreciate it. And we'll catch you next time.
See you later, dude.
See you, Hive.
Have a good one.
That was making me think before. I was looking for like a children's charity to link up those mashup shirts that I make, and maybe I should just reach out to Fairy Bricks and just try to donate money made from those to that cause.
Yeah, man, they're actually pretty easy to get hold of. Actually, I've actually had I emailed them because I'm actually going to donate some sets to them. So yeah, I've got loads of sets that I've got up on the loft that I sell on eBay. So I'm just like, you know what, you guys might as well have them if you want them. Yeah, have them. So yeah, they're pretty easy to get hold of, to be fair.
Because I have it for the clothing line that I'm wearing is more, it's for NFL based, and I'm pretty big in that niche and genre. But I linked up with the Raiders, the former quarterback Snake Stabler was the Warriors quarterback that won the Super Bowl. So I donate stuff to his charity constantly for all kinds of cancer research. And I wanted my mashups for this legofan stuff to go to a children's charity or some cause like that. So maybe I should reach out to them.
Be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it couldn't hurt. Just because obviously, at the moment they need it, that can come their way, sort of thing. So yeah, it'll be good. So
people that do that, I mean, those are scumbags that do stuff like that. That's I don't have to say it. The people that steal stuff like that, it's just awful.
Oh yeah, it is.
It is awful. It's just terrible.
Yeah, it's just like, come on, guys, little sick kids.
Why would you do that though?
Yeah, like.
Yeah, it from what I saw the follow-up report, they actually, because not only they basically broke in and they stole, there's actually the delivery vehicle, and they basically loaded up and took the delivery vehicle as well.
Yeah.
But they did recover the delivery vehicle, so hopefully forensics or something can, fingerprint DNA or, find it back through. So hopefully they'll, get sorted and they can recover some of the sets. But fingers crossed. So. Yeah, cool. I'll just go through. It'd be interesting just to do this question for everyone. What is your all-time favorite Star Wars Lego set? Who wants to jump in and be first on that?
I know mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give first, Rogue. Get it?
Well, me? What?
I thought you said you knew. Do you not?
Oh yeah. So when I was a kid growing up, it was the original 2005 turbo tank with the light up Mace Windu, and I've got that set now, which is amazing. I just love it, growing up, of course. And then I'd say nowadays, probably I think now it's the Lego Star Wars Ewok Village. I just love it.
Ooh, I gotta get that one.
Just love that set. It's just so unique and cool, and the minifigures are absolutely brilliant.
Keep rubbing it in, bro. That's it. Keep rubbing it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want that set bad, Rogue. Stop making me want it.
It's like a place that you can expand on with, the ATSTs they've released over the years, the smaller Endor sets, and the Imperial shuttles. You can always expand on it. So, yeah, that's my favorite of all time. Love it.
Okay, cool. Who's next then?
Mine's the Jabba's Palace. Yeah,
that's cool.
That is a good set.
I love how you can put it on top of the Rancor pit as well, of course, to have the full scene.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the only ones that survived from my dark days. That and the Slave One, and that is just my favorite set of all time. I absolutely love it.
So I guess if they make the Mos Eisley's, you can slowly build a Lego Tatooine.
Actually, I've actually realised this, Rogue, when we were on about it the other day. Pretty much most of my sets are Tatooine sets.
Yeah. Oh, mate, I bet you were bouncing off the walls then. They're making the UCS one. They're making the UCS one.
Well, I've said this for months, haven't I, Rogue? When everyone says, what UCS would you play? I said Mos Eisley before.
You said to me you wanted a Cloud City car. Go on. Don't put
I do want a Cloud City car would be awesome, but Mos Eisley is, definitely is my number one.
That's really cool.
They do this.
But yeah, like you could slowly just build your own Lego Tatooine now with Mos Eisley, and then I guess if you got Obi-Wan's heart and the land speed.
Yeah, I've got all of those.
Yeah, I guess
I've even got the Snorlax pit from that same year as well with the skiff, whatever it's called.
Oh, the skiff speeder.
Yeah. Have you got Japanese sail barge?
No, I never got that one. That's the one I didn't.
Oh, I got that. I got that one.
Yeah, I should have got that, and I didn't.
It's a great set.
Cheers.
It had another Jabba, and I was like, oh, I've already got a Jabba, because they both came out in the same year. So I don't know why they brought two Jabba sets out in the same year. Really annoying.
It was quite cool. Came with Max Rebo as well, the blue guy.
Mine's random, but it's right here, and it's not because of the set. It's the Death Star canon set, but it's because of this figure.
What's that?
I love the Death Star canon figures.
Yeah.
Is that the latest canon set or the?
Yeah, the Force Friday 2019 one.
It's a little canon, and I bought not kidding, probably 2 dozen of this set for parts from Ox. But I just love that figure.
Yeah, he's an awesome figure, and he's like only in the film for like a second as well, and he's so cool. Like, the controls.
I remember I think he came out for the first time in the battle pack in 2014. I remember getting a couple of those to get that figure specifically.
Yeah.
It's great. And that battle pack had a really cool cannon.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I've got the one from the original, the Death Star set. That one. I think he's different. Is he different? That one?
I don't know. I have 2 or 3 of them here. Like I said, I bought a lot of these packs.
I want to say they've changed the torso print, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking at the torso.
Must have a little bit.
Yeah, that's the one from the Death Star, the first Death, as in the play set, the first round of them.
What, 2008 one?
I think that. Yeah.
They have the silver on the side of its head. There's little. Did they put the actual paint?
Oh.
Yeah, I think there's a few little upgrades that they've done.
I think
it doesn't look like the same. It's got that printed bit.
Oh yeah. It might be the same.
Yeah, maybe.
The torso looks the same unless the belt is different. And that's the kind of stuff that I usually pay attention to. But I love that figure.
It's got a little headset on underneath as well, like the.
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
I don't know if this.
Yeah. So that's the one.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's exactly the same.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a really cool minifig.
Maybe they made the printing a little bit thicker. Yeah, maybe the lines are a little bit thicker, but it's really hard to obviously tell with a camera like this.
I have to look on Brickset. Yeah, I have to look on Brickset. I'm sure it'll say
yeah.
The same.
Has it got the back? Has it got back printing on it as well?
Yeah.
It probably is exactly the same figure. I mean, the figures are. I mean, this was a cheap set, so why would
that was a very expensive set. Like the Death Star was a really expensive set to get that going.
Yeah, and that's basically all they've done. They just basically ripped that out of there and it's like, there we go, bosh. I mean, if you really figure it, it's quite a stupid set because there's Obi-Wan taking it down. It's like, oh, hang on a second.
While we're on the
pew
of that character, I made shadow versions of snowtroopers.
Oh, nice.
All Lego boxes.
Wow, those are impressive.
Usually the front one has a cape because he's the captain, but I think those are Clone Army custom helmets or Area Light. But I love snowtroopers, so I wanted to make a shadow version, and I used those bodies from the canon. And then the front one is one of the First Order versions. But it was, you could tell I like shadow figure, all black characters, black and white. But it's funny because those, when you were talking about the torsos, that's why I was looking at these to make sure it was the same, and I think it is.
Oh my god!
The reason I put the advent calendar was for this guy.
Oh yeah, I remember getting that. A good one.
Yeah, because I one of my friends, because he bought the Cloud City set. I bought the Cloud City set, but I just had nowhere to store it, so I got rid of it. But he kept his, and he's going, "Oh yeah, look, I've got this exclusive figure. Look at that." I was like, "Yeah, it's in an advent calendar in a couple of weeks' time." Yeah, it's made that set a bit redundant now, hasn't it?
Double Dio I bought. I only got that because I thought, well, you get Dio in it, it's all right. Now he's coming in an advent calendar. It's like, oh. Yeah.
Dio, mate, he's in those things. Yeah.
Or Chris, you could have gotten in a Dio in a cheaper set. He comes in the Y-wing, which is 60. The Dio is 65.
Yeah.
I got Dio on offer, to be fair, but yeah, it's a cool set, but it's not worth the money. Definitely.
I want to get it to complete my collection. I've got Yoda, BB-8, Borg.
They're going to make a Baby Yoda battle pack, so everyone can get Baby Yoda really easily.
Yes.
I want a Borg battle pack.
That's also very true.
We need Porg battle pack.
Oh no, they'll go back to doing the 2v2 battle pack. It'll be 2 Porgs against 2 Baby Yodas. The dream.
No, 2 Porgs versus 2 Ewoks.
Pretty cool.
This one's become
the Porg battle pack that you saw on April's.
I want that. Where did you get that from? I
made it. That's my design for Nash Vegas Bricks sells them right now. But I
need one.
I want to, because I've had to draw a Lego style guide a bunch, so I wanted to do the conceptual Boba, but with the actual battle damage. So we got the helmets from a vendor, and then I just drew the body exactly how Lego would do it. And
Me need that. Me want that.
If you guys like him, Nash Vegas sells them. I just designed it for him, and now he sells them. But it's become my favorite because I got full control. So I was like, that's why it's my favorite figure, because I got to do exactly.
Does he send internationally by any chance?
I think so. And he made red versions because he followed my Final Order versions. He did that, and then he did all black shadow versions too.
That looks very close to like the old Sith Troopers back
from
the Old Republic.
It's a Sith themed Mando, but this one was just a shadow. That's all Lego parts and body, and I just put the helmet on. But he took my art and then made this his own version of it, which is cool. But
mate, you put a link in the private chat for them. Definitely love to check that out.
Las Vegas brick.
This would be the most perfect Lego set.
Yeah. Oh my god. There you go.
No, it comes to stud shooters. I'm out.
Yeah.
It's brown stud shooters, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing I'm really glad that Lego are doing now. They seem to be keeping the stud shooters for troopers now in battle packs and leaving them out of bigger sets.
Yeah.
As much as I hate that, obviously stud shooters in general for troopers, I don't like it, but at the same time, I'm glad they're keeping it away from the bigger sets.
Although the 501st battle pack is gonna have actual guns.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I think that's a new thing that Lego's going to be doing is Legion sets. I reckon that is going to be a new thing that they're going to be doing.
212 probably. Wolf pack probably. I don't know.
Yeah, need the wolf pack.
Cool
Phase 2 Commander Wolf. Phase 2.
Yeah.
I'd want some shinies, just plain white clone troopers.
Yeah, we need a just normal clone battle pack. We need a new one because they're so good.
I don't think they'd go that far back into the Clone Wars. I think they'd do 212 in Season 7, but I think they'd also perhaps do the Legions from Episode 3, so Shock Troopers 212. The 41st Elite, they had the white and grey armor. I could see that happening. The ones
mate, Lego could just
do a Phase 2 clone battle pack because they are kind of in Episode 3 a bit.
Lego could just go nuts with it. I mean, because the 501st weren't only clone troopers; they were stormtroopers as well. So they could go, "What is your?" But they were just plain white still. So
the other thing, like that, is important with designs of these sets is that Disney has a say in these things. Yeah. So they might be like, "We want you to advertise these specific characters."
Oh, definitely.
They'd be like, "We need to make like Legion sets with the latest clone troopers." So 212. Chris, no. No.
Yes, we need a Gungan battle pack.
Where's Coconut? Where's Coconut Brick Studios? He would love that.
We need a Gungan battle pack.
Gungan Legion battle pack.
This is a cool custom that is Darth Warlock. I forget where I got it from, but this get on my camera.
Oh my god, those are amazing.
Cool. And then I made the Darth Nihilus next to him, but that's mostly Lego parts except the head.
That head piece is amazing. Did you like custom it yourself?
No, the Darth Warlock I bought from Big Kid Bricks. I think it's very. Wow. I mean, it's not delicate, but those horns can snap, so I don't really use it too much.
It does look really cool though.
Yeah, it was expensive though. Oof, it was like $60 for that fig.
Ooh, like a Phoenix Customs one. Those Phoenix Customs ones are expensive.
It's because the mold on the helmet and everything.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorites.
But yeah, no. So like, I could see them doing Legion sets, but like with the more kind of like, I could see them doing a Stormtrooper one or a Rebel one or Resistance, sort of thing. I don't think they'd go that far back into the Clone Wars, unfortunately.
I'd love a clone battle pack.
I think it's also going to come down to what the video games as well, because if EA, if they are going to say what they say they're going to do, if they're really going to start doubling down on a lot of stuff and Disney Plus is going to be pumping out a lot more content. I think the future is very bright for Star Wars and very bright for Lego Star Wars in the future.
At the same time, the fact we didn't get any sets for Fallen Order and seemingly Squadrons as well says to me that.
Well, I think Squadrons is going to be one of those difficult ones because it's still leaning on like the transitions between the rebellion to the New Republic is still very much X-Wings, TIE Fighters, TIE Interceptors. I think the only thing that we do need is a updated TIE Interceptor. I think we do need that. I don't think we're going to get a TIE Bomber, unfortunately. But
it has been 17 years though, or something.
Yeah. I think for them to do that, I think they would just make that as just a normal Star Wars set because obviously it's still based in that kind of era.
If you go on Brick Set the other day, they posted an interview with some of the designers from Lego Star Wars, and they talked about that poll they did about the UCS type bomber or Nebulon frigate or the gunship, of course.
Gunship.
And they said that they're still willing to do the bomber and the frigate. It's just that they want to make sure they get the scale correct. So the bomber, for example, they said it would be unlikely for them to do a small version because they want to make sure the scale is correct, the details are correct, and the accuracy is great.
Oh yeah.
So it's unlikely to get a small version, but they're not unwilling to do that.
I mean, because I took part in the poll years ago when they done the motorized 8080, and there's a couple of two other ones that they done. And I think a lot of people got to get this out of their heads that Lego, when they do these polls, the likelihood of them actually going back and making those sets, they just won't do it because unless they change their minds, but they've never released.
It's not likely.
But again, in the Brick Set interview, they've said they have designs for a UCS type and a UCS frigate, and they said because they probably will do them in the future. It's just that they're doing the one.
I mean, Lego's part. I mean, the Lego designers they've already designed these sets. You know, I think they're still having problems with the wings for the Republic gunship, but they already designed the sets and made them. They're so it's not like they haven't got the designs already.
3PO battle pack. That's what we want.
Oh yeah, Protocol Droid battle pack. That would be I
love those things. I have the black and white one here.
It's so funny.
I love those. All those. I need to get the red one, but
wait,
the chrome one somewhere. The middle is just a mashup of what I made of like kind of like.
Those are some really cool figures you've made there.
But I love molded capes. I always buy molded capes and then throw them on. I try to at least. It's expensive.
Yeah, that is an expensive way to go around things. That is.
Yeah, that I have that guy, and I opened it.
Wow. Oh, that is a nice. I love that. So cool.
Sealed in the bag.
Yeah.
Will you ever open it?
Open mine.
Nope. Never.
Nope.
I still get the Chrome Stormtrooper one of that.
Yeah, that's a cool one. I think there was a Chrome Stormtrooper magnet as well. So.
Tatooine pack. That's what we want.
He's got like a Luke legacy going on. That's the Luke legacy right there.
Yeah.
G'day, Christian.
I have ideas now. I'll give them to Lego ideas. They can do what they want with them.
Oh, this was one. I don't know if you guys know Kirk Kanos from the Crimson Saga.
Oh yeah.
He was defective. There's a whole trade paperback on it. He's a defective Royal Guard. And that was really good story. That was. So, and I just took the Sith Trooper body, and then because it fits. If you look at this character, it's like exact. And this is all Lego, except for Van Brace. So, it's that's one of my favorite characters. And as soon as they came out with that Sith Trooper pack, I just grabbed it. I knew I'm like, I'm gonna be Kirk Kanos. Like, and there's another one that he fights. What's the guy's name? And he has the red stripes. He has the black helmet. Same.
It's been a long time since I've read that comic book, but I can't remember it.
He has his own name, but I would love for them to make that figure.
I mean, I think that's what a lot of people got. It's by finding the right words. Cheesed off with Kathleen Kennedy because obviously she's saying, obviously Star Wars, we're going in fresh. We've got no kind of like stories that we can base it off. I was like, you've got 40 years worth of story that you could quite easily base it off. To say something stupid like that is quite clear you're dealing with someone who doesn't really know a lot about Star Wars, I think. But I just think there were so many stories that they could have, not copy but reworked. I mean, you've got characters like what you just said then, reworked into the new saga. But they just decided, we'll make our own stuff up. And I think the Star Wars saga itself, I think they had promising characters like Finn, Rey, and Kylo. And they just had it, but they just handled badly.
Really badly.
Yeah. I think probably the only one that was probably the most compelling character was actually Kylo Ren. I could kind of follow him along because I think he was the only kind of character that kind of stayed his own motivation. I think he was the only one, he worships his granddaddy or uncle, whatever the bloody hell he was. I don't know. And but I think in regards to Rey, she was too overpowered to, she needed something better.
She shouldn't have been a Palpatine either.
Yeah,
I don't think she should have been.
I think love it or hate it, I think they should have continued it on from The Last Jedi, because it just I think that's because it all feels disjointed now, because like The Last Jedi, they've obviously tried retconning that out, changing a lot of stuff. If they continued it on, then I think a lot of fans might have gone, well, it's still crap, but at least it makes sense.
There's Fen Rao, the Protector from Rebels.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Light, but I got the graphics pretty good. This is one I designed too. Naturally,
Amazing.
So that one was like tricky. I wanted to get a proof to kind of really enhance the details, but they came out okay. When you see it in natural light, it gets good. But I'd like to evolve this one.
Yeah, he was a cool character in Rebels. I liked how he kind of
he was
sort of like mentored Sabine a little
bit.
I
was still amazed that they never made him into a Lego figure, to be honest. I'm still amazed. Even to this day, I'm amazed they didn't do it, because he was.
That's why I did it. Because I wanted to have it. And I was like, you know what? I called the vendor. I'm like, you print on Lego, right? He's like, yep. I'm like, you could sell the design or just give me one and pay me to do it.
I'm just amazed they've done it, because because he played a very big role in Rebels as well. You know, he's one of the side characters, but one of the core side characters. You know, it's like, wow, okay, never done it.
They never made any Rebel sets like on Mandalore arcs and Rebels. They never made any sets.
How many Rebel sets did they actually make? I think you only ever really had one wave of Rebel sets.
Yeah, they didn't do like many season 2, 3, and 4 sets.
Well, you had
one
in 2014, a full wave in the January afterwards, and then you had a couple in the summer, and then 2017 was the last time.
Yeah, with the Phantom 2.
Yep.
I don't know whether they just didn't sell well enough. I just generally don't know. I know obviously the Ghost. I think the Ghost came out at the wrong time. I think I generally.
Yeah, it came out before the show started.
Yeah, that was just bad timing on Lego's behalf. I think it was.
Yeah.
Well, that's out too. They could have a really nice ship because it's like the Pres Vizsla ship, but Fen Rao's is a little bit smaller and has wings that fold. Like it could, it's just a Mandalorian starfighter. But they could I imagine a UCS version of one of those.
Oh, that would be amazing.
So I would love a Mandalorian.
Yeah, I love them.
They're so unique, though.
What's Maul's Mandalorians? Is it the Gauntlet? Is that the name of Maul's?
It is the Gauntlet.
That's because that's supposed to be substantially bigger than the regular Mandalorian Starfighter.
Oh yeah, it's very.
Here it is. You can.
So you could have that in UCS scale easily.
Yeah.
But again, it's just something I think they probably won't do. But if someone did it on their own, it'd be that sort of scale.
Oh yeah. I mean that's the thing is what we're discussing. I mean, in regards to Lego, I mean Lego's never been shy from making some really obscure sets that you've only a fighter that you would only see off, it's gone. But they've made it. I think anything's possible. Maybe a UCS set, it's a very long stretch, but a play set.
They did the Tantive 4 last year, which isn't a UCS set or a Master Builder set. They could just make these big sets.
Yeah. I mean, because technically it is just a big play set, isn't it? Effectively, it's just, but with the UCS box art and a UCS price, and with what
Lego teased me with this. You can't make Goonie figures and not make a Goonie set. Like that's he's sloth chained in the basement. Like my camera's bad, but I want more Goonies stuff. Like, do you make a huge ship? Like, you give us one little Dimensions pack? Come on, the Goonies.
Dimensions has so many good themes. Like there was Mission Impossible as well.
Yeah.
I think it's Mission Impossible Lego. That'd be awesome.
Portal in there.
Yeah, Paul. What other? Sonic.
Wizard of Oz was in there.
Sonic would have been cool to see some sets from, like Mario. Sonic.
Was it Gremlins? Is that the name?
They did Gremlin. Mr. T.
They made 18. They made it like Mr. Yeah.
Chima, that was a great one.
What did you say, Chima?
Chima, yeah, that was a great one. They were like the best characters.
I'm actually collecting some of the animal figures. I mean, I don't like the sets or the show, but some of the animal figures are actually cool because if you pull their helmets off, they actually have printed faces underneath.
Yeah, they do. Like the wolves. I like the wolves.
The wolves, the saber-tooth I collect, the wolves. Not a bunch, but some of them are really cool.
The lions don't look very good. I don't like the lion's face print. It just looks a bit odd.
I'm starting to get a lot of the serpentine from Ninjago, but I'm a big fan. I mean, I got 2 pythons sitting right behind me. So
yeah, Python's cool.
Yeah, there's I forget, it's Black Char is his name. There's like a black and red Asian looking. He's got the shoulder pads. I just ordered it from Ninjago. He's a black snake. He's really cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, cool. Well, I think we're starting to come up on 2 hours, so I think I might just start winding it down a bit now. So yeah, it's been great having everyone in and being able to chat about Star Wars and everything. So I think we'll just take it in order and see what's coming up on people's channels or Instagram or things like that. So, Solo, what's happening in your foreseeable future?
Foreseeable future. Oh dear, I don't know. Yeah. So my final video of the Speed Champion week, because obviously I did kind of get interrupted with the obviously what's going on now. So I'm going to be posting that up hopefully Monday. I'm going to make that go live on Monday. And then, yeah, possible stream on Wednesday. And then, yeah, I might actually do a quick review on this little thing here. Yeah, just go back to my regular viewing of doing random Star Wars stuff and just random nonsense. That's kind of what I'm going to go for. That's, yeah, just got to do it.
Do it. Okay, excellent, cool. And come along, and Chris, what do you got coming up?
I'm reviewing SpongeBob sets this week. So I got a couple of the older SpongeBob sets, so I'm going to do some reviews on that. And then your generic city updates and that kind of thing. So yeah, other than that, tomorrow night we've got a review of the Monkey King mech me and Greg have on my channel. He's there as well. But yeah, just little, pretty standard videos every day.
Every day that counts.
Yeah, every day that counts, and just not Saturdays.
Cool. And moving along, Rogue Runner, is there anything you've got coming up?
Yeah, so I've got a couple of Lego Disney videos going out in the next few weeks. For example, Disney Villains and stuff like that. So that's coming out the next week. Star Tours, doing some more stuff on that. And also I'm announcing I'm starting a new Lego Star Wars project next week. So that'll be, hopefully up next week.
Ah, cool. Did you, because I haven't seen your channel recently, did you finish that was it Venator that you were doing?
I ran into some I haven't finished it yet, so that's still to be finished. I'm just putting that on hold for now because there's some other stuff I want to.
I did notice that went very quiet.
Yeah, it's still there. I will finish that Venator. It's just that I want to make sure I finish it. So so it looks good. I do things like I wanted to do it. So I'm still figuring things out with that. But the other things in the meantime.
Okay, cool. Alrighty then, and Stud, you've got showing us a lot of good stuff tonight. Where can people sort of find you and what's coming up with you?
Just basically my Instagram, Stud Sidious or Sit to the Studs. You can type in. A lot of people ask about the merch that I make too, which, like I was saying, I want to kind of link up with a charity. Usually, I'm wearing those classic space Star Wars mashups. You can find that there's links off of my Instagram page, but mainly it's just my Instagram page is kind of my hobby part of my art stuff, and it's a lot of Star Wars, Goonies, Spaceballs. So if people want to keep up, check out my art or see figures that I'm designing for vendors, that's the place to go.
Yeah, cool. And definitely check out your stories, Stud Stories as well, because like what he said earlier, he goes through and he'll just do quick little talks about whatever the sort of design process and thoughts and things there, which might not necessarily make it into the other content and that.
Yeah.
So cool. And we'll go across to Brixo. What are we got coming up from?
Well, tomorrow I've got two things coming out. I got the second part of my mock series should be out, and then at 8 o'clock I'm doing my version of the charity stream, so that'll be quite fun. I don't know, 2 hours maybe, so 8 p.m. UK time to about 10. And then going on to next week, I'll have my new schedule, so Wednesday and just Friday. So yeah, that's it from me. Not too much.
Okay. Cool. Excellent. All right, and then Waffles, what do you got going on?
I'm working on some mocks as usual. So I might put them up in the next couple of weeks. I don't know yet. I might or I might not, or I might build something new, or it's very spontaneous. I upload mostly on Instagram and Flickr. I have a YouTube channel, but I only have one video although there might be a video soon. I've been starting to work disassembling a recent build of mine for a time-lapse video, so that might be coming. But don't expect too many videos from me. More of a guy.
Your Instagram is pretty cool, and you've been doing recently, I think as part of the lugs you were given, was it 100 Star Wars mini poly bags, and you had to make something out of that?
Yeah, a lot of those parts are in this, so yeah. My most recent mock is using parts from those.
Those ones there. Yeah, there's some photos up on your Instagram which are really, really cool. So definitely people check that out. Everyone on the panel here, in the description on YouTube below is links to everybody's sites and things, Instagram, YouTube that was mentioned. So we'll just do one more thing as what we've been doing throughout the night. We've just got the Family Bricks GoFundMe, which was set up by Brick Clicker. So if anyone can donate just a few pounds or a few dollars, it's all going to help out. And as we've had a few other people in the week do similar sorts of streams, and Bricks are doing his tomorrow, so make sure you check that one out as well. And for me, what I've got coming up is same time next week, I'm actually going to be doing a sketch stream, and Solo is going to be co-hosting that. So basically, it'll be similar to what Kevin Hinkle does. Just anybody in the chat will be suggesting things, and I'll be sketching them, and we'll sort of take it from there. Because the following week, I'm actually going to be going on Kevin's channel and doing a what he calls multiplayer, where we give him the same topic and we go through and we both sort of draw at the same time and do our interpretations and have a bit of fun. So I figure next week will be just a bit of a warm-up for that. So it should be all good. So definitely check everybody else out. And if you got a chance, if you've had some fun with this one, hit the thumbs up. We really appreciate it. And I think that's pretty much most things. Did anybody else have any final last thoughts or something they wanted to say and didn't quite get to?
Sith is the way. All you rebel scum, you.
Whether it's light or dark.
Yeah,
so.
just everyone just check out the GoFundMe page down below. Honestly, it makes all the difference. It really does. Even if it's just a pound, $1, or whatever you know. I know we all appreciate times are hard at the moment, but these kids are in harder times. So just whatever you've got. But thank you to everyone that has donated anyway.
Yeah, definitely. To a great cause.
Yeah. Excellent. Brilliant. Okay, then. And thanks to everybody who's been out in the chat and who's still there at Teaser's Life, Ben's Bricks Designs, and I think that's the most recent people that are there. So brilliant. Thanks very much for joining us. Join us again same time next Saturday, 8 o'clock onwards, or 3 p.m. in the US, or whatever your time zone is. And yeah, thanks again. And until next time, when we talk about all things Lego and lifestyle. Cheers.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.